Hello, good evening. This is Over and Over and Over again. My name is Richard. This is Paula, and we are going to bring you the watch along of England Lionesses against Japan in this latest friendly. The game is being played in Spain, and the teams are getting ready to come out. So we will be getting going the other side of this. Running there of Beth Mead. Beth Mead's in behind, plays it across. Caitlin Ford's going to score, and she has scored. This fast start has been rewarded for us. So, England Lionesses versus Japan tonight. The watch along coming up. We've got your England team news in for you. In goal for England, as expected, it's Mary Earps. The back four, Rachel Daly. Looks as though she's going to be at right back because Lucy Bronze, of course, is suffering from COVID. The two centre backs is going to be Millie Bright, the captain, and Esme Morgan. And then it is going to be Neve Charles. Looks like she's going to be at left back. Or maybe those two might be swapping, actually. Daly could be left back and Charles right back. The three in midfield, Kira Walsh, Georgia Stanway and Ella Toone. And then up front, Beth Mead, 50th England cap tonight. Alicia Russo, of course, and Chloe Kelly. So that is the lineup then for the Lionesses tonight in this game. For Japan, Manatee Wabochi plays. She doesn't play much for Arsenal, but she's playing tonight for Japan. So it'd be good to see her get another game. She's played, 2 or 3 appearances for Arsenal this season, that's all. So the teams are just coming out now. England are wearing the orange kit, as we are as well. The one that they didn't wear at all in the Euros, did they? But it's a nice kit. They've won it a few times, either side of the tournament. And maybe in the World Cup next year, they'll probably have another kit out by then, won't they? So just a couple of little stats for you. This will be the 9th time these two countries have met. England have won 5 of the previous 7. They played 8 times. England have won 5. There's been 2 draws, and Japan have won just once. But that one victory for Japan was, of course, in the semi-final of the World Cup in 2015. So England will look to try to get revenge for that. Not that it's sort of so important, this game particularly. But we have won the last 3 meetings between England and Japan. So we're on a good run against them. We are, of course, unbeaten in 24 games under Serena Wiegmann as well. On the other side of that, Japan are also unbeaten in 13 games. That's going back almost a year since their last defeat. So 2 teams in form, 2 very good sides. And it's going to be a good test for us in the World Cup, isn't it? Because we've got China in our group. They play a very similar style to Japan, very similar type of team. So it's going to be a good test for us. And we are just about to have the national anthems. Oh, this must be the Japan one.
Yeah.
We won't sing along because we don't know the words. But it's probably quite good. Hopefully, Manatee Wabochi will have a good game. But other than that, we hope the Lionesses are going to win.
Of course.
And hopefully win pretty comfortably. Just another little stat for you, actually. In all of the games that England have played away from home under Serena Wiegmann, they haven't even conceded a goal. There's been 6 games, 6 wins, and 41 goals scored, none against. So England seem to do even better away from home than they do at home. The 3 draws that we've suffered under Serena have all been at home, of course. One of them was at Wembley, wasn't it? And the most recent, no, was it Wembley when we drew 0-0 with the Czech Republic? I can't remember if that game was at Wembley. But anyway, that was obviously the latest game, was that 0-0 draw, which we were missing a few players, though, wasn't we? Anyway, it's the English national anthem now, so we'll listen to that.
Because for Remembrance Sunday
well, it's Remembrance Day today, 11th, isn't it? So
I thought it was on Sunday, Remembrance.
Well, yeah, but it's actually the 11th today. That's the day, isn't it? So it's sort of Remembrance today, isn't it?
She said Queen.
She did, yeah.
I'm sure Beth said Queen there.
She did, yeah.
I would say Queen as well. I must admit.
So anyway, that's the national anthem done. And we're going to get ready for the kickoff coming very, very shortly. We need a score prediction. What's your score prediction?
3-0 England.
Oh, 3-0 team. Then that'd be good.
Hopefully.
I mean, Japan are a decent team. They're in good form. We've got a couple of key players missing, as we know. Lucy Bronze obviously pulled out very recently. Leah Williamson isn't playing. I think it might be a difficult game, this, actually. But then we've got Russo, we've got Tooney, Beth Mead. We've got goals in this team, haven't we? I'm going to go for... I'll go for 2-0. I'll go for 2-0. I think it'll be a tough game, but I do think we'll win. I think we've got too much form. And I think defensively, though, it's going to be a big game, isn't it, for Esme Morgan, starting for the first time. She did come on, of course, in that game against Czech Republic, didn't she? When there was an injury, of course, Alex Greenwood's had to pull out with an injury from this squad. So it's an opportunity for Esme Morgan, isn't it? Let's hope that she can have a good game as well, alongside Millie Bright. And I say Neve Charles as well in the side, an unusual starter in the team as well, due to some injuries that we've got. But it's an opportunity for some of these players, isn't it, who haven't been playing regular, to get a game and stake a claim, because, you know, the World Cup is next year. There's not many games to play between now and then, so some of these players can get an opportunity. Obviously, there's a few on the bench that haven't played a lot for England. Maya Letizia hasn't played at all. She's on the bench, got a call up, so maybe she might get on with some of the injuries that we've got in defence as well. Jess Parks in the squad, Katie Robinson as well, they're on the bench, and of course Lotta Wilburn-Moy, who I'm a bit surprised maybe hasn't got a start. She seemed to be playing quite a few games for England, and now she's dropped down a pecking order, it seems, and Esme Morgan's overtaken her when she's been out injured a long time. So I'm not quite sure what Lotta's got to do. She's playing well for Arsenal at this moment in time. I'm a bit surprised that she hasn't started this game, but she's on the bench. Hopefully she'll come on at some point and try and stake a claim for a place in that World Cup squad next year, which of course is going to be so important, isn't it? All these players are going to want to be a part of that big tournament, and England are going to be one of the favourites. There's no doubt about that. But a lot of big teams to have to face in that competition if we're going to come out on top. A big tournament, the World Cup, of course. You know, the Euros was great and we did really well, but the World Cup's a different, stepping up another level, isn't it? And that's what it's about now. And hopefully we've got the players, we've certainly got the manager to go a long way in that competition as well. So yeah, good opportunity for some of these players to show what they can do on the big stage against a good opponent, because Japan are a very good side, very technical team, very fast team. You know, they move the ball quickly, and they're going to pose us problems tonight. There's no doubt about that. So it's going to be a really good test for us as a team, and it's going to be a good test for some of these players as well to step up. It seems quite windy over there, as it's been here, of course. And we're just having the last post, but I'm not going to put the music on, because last time I did that, I got a copyright against me for the last post, would you believe, on the weekend. So anyway, you might hear in the background. So there does seem to be quite a few England fans in the crowd. I'm not quite sure why this is being played in Spain. There must be a reason that I've missed somewhere along the line. But anyway, it is in Spain. The weather doesn't look too great. It looks like it's been raining. It looks as though it's quite windy as well. Mm-hmm. So very similar weather to what we've had here, actually. So hopefully we'll feel at home over there. But we'll see what this game's going to bring. I'll say a little bit disappointing, wasn't it, that last England game, the 0-0 draw, when we didn't play particularly well after the Highly America game. Coming back down again with the Czech Republic game wasn't great, was it? But let's hope that we can put that behind us and produce a better performance today. Of course, we had 1 or 2 players missing in that game that are back now. Of course, mostly Alicia Russo and Georgia Stanway didn't play either in that other game, did she? We've got someone from Japan in the chat as well, which is nice. I would, if I can get my mouse to work, I would read out the comment, but I can't understand what it means. But I think that's the women, isn't it? I think is that women Japanese? I think I might know that. I might have got that right. But let me know if I haven't. But thank you for joining us anyway. And we are just about to get underway. I say England are in the orange kit, the one that we've got on here, and Japan are in blue, dark blue. Good to see Manu Bocce actually on the pitch because she sits on the bench a lot for Arsenal. There was all that controversy over that recent game, wasn't there, when she came on for like 25 seconds. So it's interesting to see how she plays. But we are getting underway very, very shortly here in Spain. England Lionesses, the latest game before the World Cup, of course, and we have kicked off. In fact, England kicked off before they took the knee. She forgot because obviously we're not doing it so much in this country anymore, but it was meant to be done, and we are going to get underway now. It was Ella Toone who was keen to get the game underway, but we are off and underway now. Millie Bright with the ball for England goes long up that far side, looking for Alicia Russo, but Japan pick up possession inside the centre circle. They're going to be good in possession of the ball, Japan. But Russo now on that far side plays the ball out, looking for Beth Mead. She's not going to get there, and it's put out for a throw. I'm not sure what the capacity is in this stadium. It looks quite a small stadium. It looks quite a nice stadium. I think Nottingham Forest played a pre-season friendly here in the summer. But yeah, it's not a massive capacity, but it looks like it's pretty well full. All the stand over that far side looks as though it's not many empty seats in there, which is good to see. A lot of people obviously wanting to watch this game in Spain, and obviously another one as well on Tuesday coming up as well. So, and these 2 games for the Lionesses before we get back to the action in the WSL, of course, which is going to be coming up at the next weekend. England in possession in these early stages, just knocking it around at the back. Millie Bright just inside the penalty area, just plays it into Kira Walsh, goes out to that far side. Rachel Daly looks as though she's playing right back in this opening period of this game. She's got the ball now, plays it into Kira Walsh again, putting a bit of pressure there, Walsh, which she's done well. And England just managed to keep possession, but Rachel's going to have to run back to keep this in, actually, which she does without too many problems, not under any pressure at all. Rachel Daly plays it back to Millie Bright, and England just knocking the ball around comfortably at the minute. Everybody maybe trying to get a feel of the ball. Esme Morgan now, that's her first touch, plays up this near side to Charles, gives it into Kira Walsh, but England, to Ella Toone, but England give the ball away. But now we've got an opportunity now. Ella Toone in possession, tries to find her Man United teammate Elisa Russo. Shares them on the edge of the box, plays it back to Toone again with a shot from the edge of the box. Oh, it's on target. Decent save actually from the Japanese goalkeeper. That was a good counter attack that from England. Toone and Russo there, the 2 Manchester United players linking up well. They know each other so well, don't they, those 2? And it almost produced an early goal there for England. It was Toone's shot there from the edge of the box, about 20 yards out it was. It was on target, but it was pretty comfortable for the goalkeeper. Made a comfortable save. But that was good from England. We've got Kate in the chat evening. And yourself, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're going to enjoy the game. England have been the better team so far in these early stages. But that was the first chance for either side, actually. And it was a good bit of play down this near side, England's left. Toone picked up the ball, ran forward, played it into Russo, got it back and then hit the shot. But it was, it would take something special to beat the goalkeeper from that distance, really. And it was a comfortable save. And she did well there, the Japanese goalkeeper. But England again in possession over on the far side. Rachel Daly plays it back to Millie Bright. And England just, getting into the game. Yeah, just getting a feel of the ball. Kira Walsh plays the ball out, sort of looking for Beth Mead. I don't think she's had a touch yet at the ball, and she didn't get that one either because the Japanese defender got there just ahead of her and managed to get the ball first. I think she's the only England player I think that hasn't actually touched the ball yet. Beth Mead on her 50th cap. She's got it now, though. She's got it now, and she just plays a simple ball back to Kira Walsh. But it is her 50th appearance for England tonight. She's scored 28 goals already for England, which is incredible, really. Most of those, of course, have come in the last year or so, haven't they? I think 20. She's got 20 odd goals for England last year. She picks up the ball now. Beth Mead got a little bit of space. Beth Mead runs forward. Is this going to be the opening goal? Plays the ball through. Almost found a run there of Chloe Kelly inside the area. Good defended in the end, though, from Japan, who managed to clear the ball away. Beth Mead's first real involvement there. Good run forward. She won the ball. Won about 10 yards towards the edge of the Japanese penalty area, tried to thread the ball through to Chloe Kelly, made a good run in behind, but it was good defending, and Japan have managed to get the ball away. They're now playing it up this near side, but again, England, good pressure. That was Charles there, Neve Charles nipping in and winning the ball, but it's going to be a throw to Japan on this near side. We played 4 minutes. It is still England 0, Japan. Now, actually, what I'll do is I'll put the score on the thing instead. Actually, that's what the best thing to do, isn't it? There we go. That'll be better. You can see the score. It is 0-0, and Japan were just in possession on the edge of the England penalty area, but England won the ball back nice and easily. Millie Bright plays out to the far side to Beth Mead. Now Rachel Daly. She seems to play in so many different positions, doesn't she, Daly? Left back for much of the Euros. Now she's playing right back tonight. She plays up front, of course, for Aston Villa club side.
She's doing well at Aston Villa.
I've got a couple of comments there as well. LJ says, I can't find the game. Thought it was meant to be on ITV. It's on ITV4. I don't know if it should be on the hub as well. I'm not sure why it isn't. Kate says, ITV4 on the hub. Yeah, it is on ITV4. That's how I've got it. Terry says, evening, Richard, Mrs. B. Come on, you Lionesses. Yes, come on, you Lionesses. It's been a good start from England. We've certainly been the better team in these opening 5 minutes. Coming forward again over on that far side. Beth Mead wins the ball back well. Now it's with Millie Bright. But there hasn't been an awful lot of chances yet, apart from that one effort from Tooney that was comfortably saved. Esme Morgan now in possession, just plays it short to Millie Bright over on that far side. Threads the ball forward in to Georgia Stanway. She lays it off to Daly. England just keeping possession. A bit of a loose ball there from Daly, actually, and it was Manuel Bocci got the header there for Japan, and they have now got a bit of possession inside the centre circle, looking to maybe come forward for the first time. The Japanese, that's a good ball over on that far side, actually. Played it inside. This is better from Japan, but that ball just ran away there. Millie Bright was in to win it back, and now Rachel Daly again plays it back to Millie Bright, but she's actually pushed off the ball by Manuel Bocci. That would be good if it was Arsenal against Chelsea, but not quite so good for England. He had a ball played into the box there by Bocci, but Millie Bright makes up for that and clears the ball away. Now it's played up this near side towards Chloe Kelly, who's fouled, and it is going to be a free kick to England. We've played 6 minutes in Murcia. It is
Murcia, I've been there.
Well, yeah, well, this is where the game is. It's England 0, England Lionesses 0, Japan 0. And England have been the better team. Kira Walsh now plays the ball forward to Toon, gets it back again. Stanley? Kira Walsh in the centre circle. Stanway is now. Esme Morgan in possession now, plays the ball square to Millie Bright. And Morgan gets it back again. It's a bit of a difficult ball. That's a Charles on his near side, but she's done well. The Chelsea defender kept possession, and the ball is now back with Esme Morgan and plays it into Millie Bright, just inside the centre circle. Plays the ball forward into Alicia Russo, holds it up well, got a defender on her back, and then she's fouled Russo. Good centre forward play that was, held the ball up and won the foul. And it's going to be a free kick to England in a good position. This about 25 yards, 20 yards outside the penalty, taking it quickly. It's into Russo again inside the area, played out to this near side to Chloe Kelly. Maybe England perhaps make the most of that free kick, actually. Chloe Kelly goes around the outside. The defender, that's a good ball into the near post, headed away only as far as Toon on the edge of the box, plays it out to Rachel Daly. That's a loose first touch, but she does get a shot in. Blocked, comes back to Kira Walsh, and now it's square over this near side to Charles, and then in to Esme Morgan. England just playing just in front of that Japanese penalty at the moment. This is good play from Kira Walsh. Threads the ball through, looking for Beth Mead, but she's offside. The flag's up for offside, but that was better from England there, putting some real pressure on the Japanese defence there. Terry says there, don't forget, Mrs. B, you're the leader of the chants and songs. We're all waiting for you to get us going with the singing. And LJ says, I found it on ITV. Yeah, it was ITV4. It's meant to be on the hub as well, so I don't know what's happening there. But anyway, I'm glad you've managed to get it. The free kick there taken by the goalkeeper for Japan. It's going to run all the way through to Mary Earps. I think it's Mary Earps is pretty much her first touch. She just rolls it out to Esme Morgan just outside the penalty area, and she plays up this near side to Charles. Gets it back again, Morgan, and then plays it back to Charles again. England coming forward on this near side to the left. It's a good ball up the line, looking for Chloe Kelly, but it was cut out by the Japan fullback there. He's going to be a throw though to England, which Niamh Charles is going to take. She goes back actually to Morgan. A little bit of a loose touch there, almost let in Iwabochi, but she just managed to get the ball back to Mary Earp. She's about 10-15 yards outside the penalty area. She gets the ball back off Kira Walsh and then gives it back to Esme Morgan again. She was looking for a forward ball. There was no real movement in front of her, so it's gone back instead to Mary Earps. Now it's with Millie Bright, captain, of course, in Leah Williamson's absence. Hopefully Leah will be back very soon. There's talk she may be back in December, which would be great, wouldn't it? Arsenal got some big games in the Champions League coming up over the next few weeks. It'd be nice to get Leah back in the team, but we'll have to see. A cross comes in now though from Japan in towards Iwabochi. It was a good header actually away from Esme Morgan, and Mary Earps will stop that going out for a corner. But that was the first real moment there for Japan. It was across on that left-hand side. Good ball looking for Iwabochi, who was just on the edge of the 6-yard box. But Esme Morgan just got ahead of her, got the header in, and Mary Earps was able to keep the ball in. And England now back in possession on this near side with Niamh Charles. Again, now Iwabochi's in quickly, closing down. She's looking really good. She's looking really sharp, actually, Iwabochi. Be interesting to see if she gets a few more minutes for Arsenal once this international break's over, because she's not played much at all this season. One appearance in the Champions League, and then those couple of minutes in the WSL against Liverpool, I think it was, that caused all that controversy with Viv. England now coming forward though. Chloe Kelly on this near side. Got an opportunity to get a cross in. She does get a cross in towards the penalty spot. It comes to Ella Toon. Oh, she didn't get hold of the shot. That was a good chance that for Ella Toon now. The ball, it wasn't a great cross. A Japanese defender cleared it away. It fell nicely to Toon on the edge of the box, actually, inside the box, sorry. She should maybe have hit the target there, but she didn't get hold of the shot at all, and it bounced wide. And yeah, it's a shame. But that was another big chance. That's 2 opportunities now Ella Toon's had. And so far, she hasn't managed to find the target. That was a poor finish, actually, from her on that particular occasion. It just bounced wide. Kate says, I'm watching on ITV Hub. Only problem is it's 60 seconds behind. Yeah, I think it's like the catch-up, isn't it? It's like the iPlayer as well. They're always a little bit behind, aren't they? Anyway, England coming forward again on this near side with Charles. Plays it in to Alicia Russo. Gets it back again. Niamh Charles plays it up the line. That's a good ball, actually, from Ella Toon. She's in possession again. She's had a lot of the ball, Ella Toon, but she hasn't necessarily always been quite sharp enough yet, but I'm sure she'll get there. She's got the ball again. Lets it run there, Toon, when maybe, I think she thought Chloe Kelly was going around the outside of her, but she wasn't, and it has gone behind for a goal kick to Japan. We've played 11 minutes, just gone 11 minutes. It's still 0-0. England have been a much better team. 2 opportunities for Ella Toon. She hasn't managed to hit the target, but that's a poor clearance from the goalkeeper. Only falls as far as Georgia Stanway on that far side. Plays it into the box to Russo. Plays it on to Toon again. Flicks it on, looking for Chloe Kelly on the far side. She battles away well there, Chloe Kelly, but Japan do manage to clear it away. It's going to be a throw to England on this near side. That was good play there from Georgia Stanway. Found Russo just on the edge of the penalty area. Ball couldn't quite go through to Chloe Kelly. It flicked off Ella Toon. Russo's in possession again, holds the ball up again well over on his near side. So Charles plays it back into the box, looking for Russo again, but Japan do manage to clear that away just in front of the dugout now on this near side. And England have got another throw. But that was good play there from Stanway and Russo, linked up well and didn't quite fall for Chloe Kelly on that far post. She may well have got herself another goal. Of course, no goal if she scores for England will ever be as famous as the one she scored at Wembley in July. No, Chloe Kelly, the women's final.
Kelly. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Chloe Kelly's going to the final. She'll never get another goal as famous as that, unless she scores the winner in the World Cup final, maybe. But who knows? Maybe she will. But here come England again. Esme Morgan striding forward, those long legs of hers, tries to thread the ball through to Stanway, but again it was cut out well by Japan. Iwabochi now, that's a good ball actually, plays the ball up this near side. She's been their best player for Japan so far. She's looking really, really good. I hope Jonas is watching. Maybe he might give her more game time in the next couple of games for Arsenal, because we've got a few injuries and we could maybe do with her playing. Anyway, England in possession again. Kira Walsh now plays it back to Millie Bright. England pretty patient with the build-up play inside our own half, and then we get the ball forward and suddenly 2 or 3 quick passes and we've got an opportunity. Now Beth Meese got cleared down that far side, just slows the play down, plays it back inside to Kira Walsh. This is good play from England. Back out over on that far side to Ella Toon, plays it back in to Wald's Niamh Charles. It wasn't a great ball actually. And it's Iwabochi again picks it up for Japan. She's everywhere actually at the moment, and she's done well there. Gets possession back for Japan, and this ball's pinged over to this near side, and suddenly they've got a player over here, Japan, and this could be an opportunity for them to come forward. A rare attack for them so far in this game. We've played nearly 14 minutes. It is England still 0, Japan 0. England have been the better team, but we haven't managed to get the breakthrough yet. There's a ball played through. They're looking for Iwabochi again, but it just had to stretch a little bit. It ran away from her. And now England back in possession again in the back four with Esme Morgan. Pings it into midfield to Kirill. Just gets it back again. The Manchester City defender. I think it's her first start for the Lionesses, isn't it, tonight? Looking composed on the ball at this moment in time. Not really putting under too much pressure. The ball goes back now to Mary Earps. And now it's with Millie Bright. Finds Rachel Daly over on that far side. And it goes back to Mary Earps again. England just being patient with their build-up play, not forcing anything, not rushing, and just keeping possession and expecting the chances will come. And we've had one or two already, mainly falling to Ella Toon and not quite able to get the goal. But it's good that the chances have been coming. But Kira Walsh has been caught in possession there. And suddenly Japan have got an opportunity. They haven't really got too many players forward. They're not committing too many players forward, actually, so far. And they go backwards, but do keep possession. They won the ball back high up the pitch there, Japan, but there was nobody there ahead to find a pass. So in the end, Japan have been forced backwards, and they're not really committing anybody forward at all. But they've won a free kick over on that far side. There was a foul there by Beth Mead, I think it was. And they keep possession now. Japan inside the centre circle, looking to come forward and pings the ball in again to Iwabochi. It does run away from again now. That's 2 loose touches in a row, but Japan have got a player over. That's a good ball inside the penalty area. Good defending there from Charles. He's put it behind for a corner. Suddenly Japan got into the England penalty area. That's the first time really they threatened. It was good play actually there from Japan. A lovely ball inside at the fullback knee, Charles, but she got back well. She had to get there. She had to stretch. But she got there first. Good tackle on the Japanese fullback there. But it has gone out for a corner to Japan, the first corner of the game. That was good defending, though, from Charles. But can England defend this corner, which is going to be taken on this near side? Very windy conditions. Corners are going to cause some problems. You would have thought in this wind. Goes short, actually, to Iwabochi. I think there's nice play from her. Cross comes in again towards the far post. England heads there, though, behind. I think it might have been Rachel Daly it was who headed that behind. It's going to be another corner to Japan. Suddenly they're putting a bit of pressure on England. 16 minutes played. It is still 0-0, but suddenly Japan looking a little bit more dangerous. And they've got the second corner now. And that was a decent cross to the far post there. And it was, I think, was it Rachel? In fact, it was Beth Mead. It was Beth Mead put it behind her with a head there. Good defensive header from her. I thought it was Rachel Daly, but Daly was just behind her. But it is a corner to Japan this time over on the far side. Again, it's going to be difficult for England to defend this in the wind. The corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Mary Earps comes and doesn't really get there. England managed to scramble it away, but not very far. It's going to be picked up on this near side by Japan again. Looking to get a cross in. Good defending there. No, brilliant play that was there from Kira Walsh. Wins the ball back. But again, Japan have picked up possession. They're suddenly looking a lot better now. They've grown into this game, the Japanese, and they're coming forward again on this near side. Iwabochi tried to play the ball up the line. That was better there from Niamh Charles. It is now going to be a free kick, though, to England. We can finally relieve that pressure that was just building up a little bit there, actually. But a couple of corners there, and in the end, it was Russo again. She wins a lot of free kicks, Russo, because she's so good with her back to goal. She just holds the ball up and almost forces the player to put a challenge in. And she wins so many free kicks doing that. She just did it again there. But again, England are trying to play it out from the back and have been caught in possession. Suddenly, Japan have really upped the pressure here in this game. And they're suddenly looking a lot better than they were. It was all England for the first 15 minutes or so, but suddenly Japan are back in this now. Iwabochi plays a nice 1-2 up this near side. Good defending again from Charles, actually. Really good. That's a poor ball out, looking for Esme Morgan. And again, Japan have picked up a cross into the box towards the edge of the penalty area. Good header away. That was there from Rachel Daly. But England are still under pressure here. 18 minutes played. The ball on into the edge of the England penalty area. Japan now looking threatening again. Ball now played up this near side. Iwabochi again. This is nice from Japan again. Iwabochi in possession. You can see what a good side they are. You can see why they maybe haven't lost game for a while, because when they get going, they're a very good side. Their passing's good, and they've always got options. Hasegawa in possession. She, of course, plays in the WSL as well. Japan again coming forward. This is nice from Japan, actually, but that ball just ran away a little bit there. It gave the opportunity there for Georgia Stanway to nip in, but actually the referee's given a free kick against Kira Walsh, indicating maybe a push. I wasn't really sure if there was a push there, but anyway. Oh yeah, I suppose there was. She did have her arm out. Possibly, yeah. I guess it probably was a foul, and it is going to be a free kick to Japan. We're coming up towards 19 minutes, and suddenly England have been put under a little bit of pressure actually in this game for the first time. This is going to be an opportunity for Japan to get the ball back into the England penalty area. They did have a couple of corners. Mary Earps flapped a little bit at the last one. Is it going to be Hasegawa? No, it isn't. She leaves it. Instead, it goes square. Ball goes into the penalty area now. Good header away from Neve Child, but not very far. Shot comes in from the edge of the box. Good save from Mary Earps down to her left-hand side. And that was the first effort goal there from Japan. Good work, a well-worked free kick in the end. It came out to the edge of the box there. The shot comes in. It's a good save from Mary Earps, but it's a save you'd expect her to make. And she did comfortably. But yeah, Japan have certainly been a lot better in the last 5 minutes or so. But England are trying to come forward themselves. A ball played forward from Millie Bright, cut out, but England do pick possession up again. It is back with the England captain tonight. Millie Bright plays it up this near side to Neve Charles, who's done a couple of good defensive blocks in the last couple of minutes, actually. And a good tackle as well she made just a moment ago. Plays the ball inside to Kira Walsh, just lays it off to Esme Morgan, gets it back again. Walsh now plays it up the near side to Charles again, and now it's back with Morgan, and it goes back to Mary Earps. England just looking to maybe take the sting out of their Japanese pressure there for a few moments there. English want to get back on the ball. Now it's with Ella Toon. That's a nice little touch up this near side for Charles. She just manages to keep it in, plays it infield to Kira Walsh into Ella Toon. This is better from England now. Esme Morgan bringing it forward for England, looking for an option, not really under any pressure at this moment in time. Just finds Kira Walsh a simple pass. Now it's Georgia Stanway. Now we get it out to the far side.
Come on.
Rachel Daly's got a little bit of space. Plays it up the line to Beth Mead. Beth Mead's not been in the game for the last 5 minutes, but she's got the ball now. Now it's back with Georgia Stanway. There's Charles here. A little bit of space on this near side. Finds Chloe Kelly. This is much better from England. Cross comes in from Kelly towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, Russo couldn't quite get there. Good ball in there. Brilliant cross actually from Chloe Kelly, giving Russo something to go after there, and she almost got on the end of it, Russo as well. It was a nice cross that was from the left-hand side from Chloe Kelly, and any touch on that from Russo would have probably diverted it on target, but she couldn't quite get there, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. But that was good from England. That was a really good ball in from Kelly, and that's the sort of service that Russo is going to be enjoying, isn't she? To get the ball into the box for her, she's going to thrive off that, isn't she? And get on the end of stuff, because that's what she's so good at. But she couldn't quite manage that one. But here comes England again. Kira Walsh tried to find Beth Mead on that far side, but the ball was cut out, and that's given away actually by Japan. It comes to Charles on the edge of the penalty, plays it infield to Ella Toon. England still in possession, but Japan have actually defended that pretty well, and now they've won the ball back again. And England maybe didn't quite make the most of that opportunity there. It looked as though it was going to be a chance to get the ball into the penalty area, but in the end, Japan have managed to defend that well. Now they're coming forward again. The ball's in to Iwabochi, holds it up well under pressure from Esme Morgan, and is forced back, and now the ball goes back to the Japanese goalkeeper. Beth Mead put her under pressure there, but she has managed to find a pass over on that far side. Rachel Daly's won the ball back on the edge of the penalty on that far side, plays it in to Georgia Stanway. Now it's with Kira Walsh. A good play that was there from Rachel Daly, but again, we don't maybe get the ball forward quickly enough. Beth Mead now on the edge of the box, plays it into the edge of the area. Oh, it's just cleared away there. Russo again couldn't quite get there. Good defending though from Japan. You have to say they've defended pretty well when they've had to in this game so far. We've played nearly 23 minutes, so we're about midway through this first half. It is still England 0, Japan 0. It's a much more even game now. The first 10-15 minutes, it was all England. But Japan have come back into it, and they're in possession over on that far side, looking to come forward again. That's a nice 1-2 actually over on that far side. Cross comes in, it's deflected behind by Rachel Daly. Good defending from her. But it's going to be another corner to Japan. This is their third corner already. And that was England again have been stretched a little bit at the back. And good defending though. It's going to be another corner though to England, to Japan, sorry, over on the far side. The last corner from that side did cause Mary Earps a few problems. She didn't really get there. She came out to try and punch it away, didn't really get there, and in the end, she had to make a save. But I say the wind's causing a few problems from set pieces here. The corner this time is played short. It comes back out again. Now a better angle for the cross, maybe. It comes in towards the far post. There's a player over free. And I think it was Iwabochi again, is it? She can't quite keep that in. It wasn't Iwabochi. Couldn't quite keep that in. But they had a player over there, Japan, at the far post. Again, I think the wind maybe affected that cross. It seemed to sort of go a little bit higher than anticipated. It has gone out for a throw to England on this near side. Suddenly now England can look to come forward. Ella Toon plays that ball forward looking for Russo, but it only falls to Chloe Kelly on this near side. Finds Charles, and then Toon plays it back to Morgan. Morgan plays it square to Millie Bright. Now it's up that far side. Rachel Daly plays it into midfield to Georgia Stanway. Now it's with Beth Mead right over on that far right-hand touchline. And she plays it back to Millie Bright. Now it's square to Esme Morgan again. Into Ella Toon, turns, plays the ball forward, looking for Chloe Kelly. Again, it was good defending actually by Japan. But now the ball falls again to Ella Toon. She's got a couple of options here. Tooney plays it to on the edge of the box. This is good play.
Keep it going.
Oh, it was Georgia Stanway it was, but the shot was blocked. But that was good from England again. Winning the ball high up the pitch, it was Ella Toon again, and she found Georgia Stanway this time, and she couldn't quite get the shot away. There was 3 or 4 defenders in front of her, and in the end, Japan managed to clear it. But that was good again from England. Millie Bright there inside the centre circle, striding forward, plays it out to the far side to Rachel Daly. Now Beth Mead, surely she was fouled there. The referee says no, and Japan win possession. We've played 25.5 minutes. Here in Mercia, it is still England Lionesses 0, Japan 0. Millie Bright wins the ball back high up the pitch. That was good. Now England can come forward now. Oh, Chloe Kelly. Oh, she's managed to keep possession. Looked like she'd lost it there, but she turned away from the defender. She's got Charles outside, her cuts inside. Russo there. Oh, she's hit the post. Oh, Alicia Russo with the header. Again, that's a good service into her. That's what she needs. Brilliant cross again from Chloe Kelly. Cut back inside, whipped across him with her right foot. And a brilliant header there from Russo. It looked as though it was just going to creep in that far post. Oh, it's at the bottom of the post and just gone wide. So close to the opening goal. In between the 2 central defenders. It's a good chance there. Maybe she should have, looking at the replay there, she should have done better, maybe, Russo. She didn't really get enough on the header. If she'd headed it more in the front of her head, it would have probably gone into the goal. Instead, she just glanced it and it's hit the bottom of the post. But that was good play from England. That's what you want to see. You want to see them crosses come in from either wing, and then you know Russo is going to be dangerous. Terry says there, I hit the post. Yeah, Terry, bad miss by Russo. It looked like a good header at first, but when you see the replay, it was a free header really. Good movement in between the 2 defenders, and she should have put that on target. But that's the sort of service that we want to see into her, and she will get goals if you put those sort of crosses in. And that was another good ball from Chloe Kelly. That's 2 now that she's put in. And England in possession again. Kira Walsh just crowded out by a couple of Japanese players, and the ball goes back though to Neve Charles. Plays it in to Millie Bright inside the centre circle. Pins it up this near side, but it's an aimless ball in the end. I think she was hoping Chloe Kelly was going to be out on this wing, but she just drifted inside, and it's going to be a throw instead to Japan over on this near side. But she's put in 2 brilliant crosses, Chloe Kelly, in the last 5 minutes or so. And I say if she keeps putting in balls like that, Russo is going to get herself a goal or 2. This is better for me to won the ball back again. Charles, though, is put under pressure from Iwabochi, but she does keep possession. Now it's back with Esme Morgan coming forward towards halfway. Plays it into Georgia Stanway. Plays it out to Millie Bright. Just plays it up that far side. Rachel Daly. Beth Mead wasn't out on the wing this time. She drifted inside. So we've come back again. This with Kira Walsh now inside the centre circle. Looking again over on this near side for Chloe Kelly. But again, it wasn't a great ball. It's cut out and Japan back in possession. But again, England won the ball back well with Chloe Kelly. Now, Lisa Russo on the penalty. She's going to get a shot away, Russo, from distance. She does. But it's over the top. Hits the glass window that's behind the goal in this stadium. But that was good from Chloe Kelly. It looked like she'd lost the ball, but then she won it back. And they just showed that cross again and that header from Russo where she should really have scored. She'll know that as well. Big chance.
Yeah, she's hitting the floor.
Punched the ground in frustration there. She knows she should have scored. But a great cross. And then she just had a shot there from about 25 yards. A little bit optimistic, that one, but It went over the top. But again, England creating some chances, but not managing to find that goal. Terry says there, I hope Russo plays like that against us. Well, I hope she misses chances like that against us. I hope she doesn't get any chances against us, actually. But yeah, if she gets them against us, I hope she misses them. But she did score, of course, twice against us last season, didn't she? At Meadow Park, once in the Continental Cup and in the WSL as well, 2 headers. So we know how dangerous she is. And let's hope that she doesn't score against us next week. Or if she does, we've got enough to beat them. Let's hope so. That game, of course, at the Emirates next Saturday. Still tickets available if you want to go. It's going to be good. Over 30,000 already sold. Try and get up to 40,000 if we can. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Another really big attendance at the Emirates for the Arsenal women. They certainly deserve it. Anyway, Japan now trying to get the ball forward, but it just falls to Esme Morgan. A nice header from her into Ella Toon. This is good from England now. Kira Walsh with the ball forward. It just bounced away there off Georgia Stanway, but England have picked it up again with Ella Toon. Plays it out to that far side, Rachel Daly, and England just play it back again. When England have got the ball, Japan get all their players back in shape. They're quite difficult to break down. Anyway, Morgan now coming forward, plays it in to Russo. Again, with her back to goal, does well. Tries to buy the foul, but in the end, Japan just win possession. Iwabochi now plays it infield. That's a nice little pass in here from Japan. Not really going anywhere, but they are keeping possession. Now Iwabochi again just pings it to this near side.
Is she the only one that's playing?
She's the only one.
That's what I say.
Hazagawa's the other one I know. Who plays? I think she plays for Brighton. Hazagawa was at West Ham. She used to play for West Ham. Hazagawa, she's number 14. Oh, but giving the ball away. Japan on the edge of the penalty area. It's into Beth Mead, shot across the goalkeeper. Oh, it's a good save.
No.
Beth Mead almost marked her 50th appearance with another goal for England. It would have been her 29th goal for her country, but a good save actually from the Japanese goalkeeper. Again, it was good pressure on the edge of the box. England won the ball back. It was Beth Mead put the pressure on. Toon gave it back to a good first time shot. It's a good save actually, down to her right hand side, the goalkeeper. First time shot from Beth Mead, low and hard. Yeah, it was going in. It was a good effort, a good save actually. You have to say that was a decent save from the Japanese goalkeeper. But Bethel feels she should maybe have scored there, but she couldn't have done much more. It was on target. And now it's the first corner for England, which Beth's going to take herself from this near side. Obviously, the wind's going to play an effect on this. In fact, it has done. It's gone very long to the far post. It's put back into the box again. Japan haven't really managed to clear it. It falls to Ella Toon. Shot across the goalkeeper, across the goal as well. It's gone behind. Again, Tooney on the edge, on the end of stuff, but not able to find the target. But that was the best chance for Beth Mead. No, I think the wind. It looks as though the wind's really playing a chance. Yeah, it's not helping, is it? You know, especially when the ball's in the air. That's why I think Beth kept that shot low, and it was a good effort actually. And it is the nearest we've come to a goal. But England have had the better chances. There's no doubt about it. England have been the better team. But Japan have had their moments, and they're coming forward again there. But that ball is going to be cut out.
I think once we get one goal
by Esme Morgan, and now it's with Millie Bright into Morgan again. And the chances are starting to come for England now. Can we get the goal before half time? We've played 32 minutes now. It is still 0-0, but England could have scored 2 or 3. You have to save it at the post. Ella Toon's had a couple of chances. Russo's fired one over. Beth Mead just brought a good save from the goalkeeper as well. They're coming forward again. All that was Stanway there looking for Beth Mead, but Russo does find Beth Mead, but the flag's gone up over on that far side. Beth Mead's offside again. Maybe the ball needed to get to her a little bit sooner because she made a good run, and then when it came back to her, she was offside. She just ran a fraction too early. Maybe she didn't need to actually because she had plenty of space. Maybe a little bit too keen to get in behind that Japanese defence. They're just showing the Beth Mead shot again. It was a good save. It was quite close to the shot, but she had to get down quickly because she kept it low. It was a good save. But I'm sure Beth will feel she could have maybe found a target there, but it was a good save. Neve Charles has just kicks it out actually for a throw. Tried to play out the line, but didn't get it right. And it is a throw to Japan on the near side. The wind is definitely playing a part in this game. There's no doubt. Some of the passing's going astray due to that reason. Esme Morgan there's done a good tackle on Iwabochi. She knows she hasn't. It's a foul. It's going to be a free kick to Japan. And the referee there just making them wait to take it. She was very tight there. Morgan to Iwabochi, and she's maybe a little bit too keen to try to get in front of the Japanese forward and just gave away the free kick, and Japan are coming forward now on that far side. Terry says there, why are they playing at the Pinata Arena Centre and not in the stadium? Well, I don't know. I don't know why. Shot from distance there from Japan, just wide of the post there. Mary Earps comfortably watched that one behind. I say in this wind, it's worth trying a shot from distance, isn't it? You never know. If it gets caught in the wind, right, it could end up anywhere, and including in the net. So it's worth a try. I don't know why it's being played at this little place rather than in a proper stadium. I'm not really sure. This is like a training centre, isn't it? So yeah, I'm not sure why it's there. But anyway, it is. I say it's not much of a crowd because there's not much room for much of a crowd, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know why they're playing it here. But anyway, Chloe Kelly kicks the ball in on this near side. Tried to find Ella Toon again, who's done well, but no, she hasn't. She's a little bit over enthusiastic there from England, and Ella Toon's given away the free kick, and it's going to be a free kick to Japan. So we've played what just over 10 minutes until half time. It is still 0-0, and England have been the better team with the better chances, but Japan also have had one or two moments. They're trying to come forward now, but that was good defending by Charles Fiennes. Kira Walsh keeps possession well, but goes back to Millie Bright. Can England get this goal before half time? Back in with Kira Walsh again. Fiennes, Rachel Daly gets it back again. Kira Walsh very central, plays it into Russo. That's a good touch off. This is nice play. Stanway there tries to find Beth Meadow on that far side. She is in possession now. Beth plays it back to Rachel Daly. That's a good cross in towards a penalty spot. Russo trying to get underneath it again with her head. Instead, it falls to Chloe Kelly on the edge of the box. Comes back to Kira Walsh. The clearance there deflects off Kira Walsh. It's going to come up this near side. Neve Charles plays it up the line to Alicia Russo. Plays it back to Chloe Kelly. Dinks the ball in towards the edge of the penalty. It wasn't a great pass. That's looking for Kira Walsh. And in the end, again, Japan have dealt with that danger. Oh, a loose back pass there, actually. Almost put the Japanese goalkeeper under pressure. But she did well. And they have managed to keep possession into the last 9 minutes of this first half. England 0, Japan 0. England pressing again now with Neve Charles. Just very central now. Plays the ball back to Millie Bright. Takes it forward 2 or 3 paces and then goes back again to Esme Morgan inside the centre circle. Comes forward Morgan. This is a good run. Oh, she's going all the way, is she? She was just held up there though, and now Japan do clear the ball away. But again, they're not in any rush to get anybody forward, are they, Japan? And England quite comfortably can get possession again. Beth Mead now over on that far side. Plays it back to Rachel Daly. Playing right back in this game today. Now it's with Esme Morgan again inside the centre circle. Plays the ball in to Ella Toon. Lays it off to Kira Walsh. This is good from England. Again, keeping patient. Are we going to get a chance at the end of this? Daly finds Beth Mead over on that far side. Beth Mead's done well. Got past a couple of challenges. Beth Mead on the edge of the area. Plays it square in to Ella Toon. Just held up a little bit there, Toonish. Plays it instead to Neve Charles. Now Chloe Kelly over on this near side. Can she get another decent cross in as she's done before? She does get another ball in. To the far post towards Beth Mead. It was coming in, was it? Or was it? No, it was. It was Beth Mead. We've still got the ball. Rachel Daly with a shot. Is it in?
Is it in?
Oh, it's in at the near post. Rachel Daly scored. Didn't look like it had gone in. It was a strange shot, that actually. It didn't look like it had gone. Looked like it had gone into the side netting, but it must have just crept in at the near post. And suddenly, out of almost nothing, England have got a goal. And again, it was a cross from Chloe Kelly. It was a ball to the far post. Looked as though Russo was going to be in again. Then it almost fell to Beth Mead. But in the end, it was Rachel Daly at the far post. And somehow,
I didn't think that was it.
Somehow that's gone in. And I'm not quite sure how, but it is. It isn't. Actually, it was a poor clearance away. It fell to Rachel Daly. Just passed it in at the near post. It was a good little finish, actually. A little bit clever. A little bit of a clever finish. Went through the defender's legs and into the net. Oh, what a great finish, actually. A lovely little finish of her left foot. And another goal for Rachel Daly. She does pop up with some goals, doesn't she? She's obviously got got a few in the WSL this season, but England finally get a goal. Of course, the last game was 0-0. This was looking as though it might have been 0-0 as well. But England again have won the ball back high up the pitch, looking for a second goal before half time. Chloe Kelly inside the penalty area, just held up across again towards the far post, but that one was too close to the goalkeeper. Russo couldn't get on the end of that one. And England do have the lead. A rather strange goal in many ways. It didn't think it had gone in, but it did go in. Bradley's in the comments there, he said the commentary is on point. Great work. No, thank you very much, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the show. There's a header there from Neve Charles. I think it has gone out for a throw. But that was it was a bit of a strange goal. Didn't think it had gone in at first. Just because the way she sort of passed the ball into the net rather than actually sort of hitting it. There's a little bit of a strange finish, really. It maybe caught everybody out. The goalkeeper as well.
It went to the Japanese player's legs.
Yeah, it did. It went through the defender's legs. Maybe it caught the goalkeeper out, and she was moving the other way and couldn't quite manage to get it out of her legs. But it is in. England do lead 1-0, and you have to say it's been deserved because England have been a better team by quite a distance in this first half. And we've had 3 or 4 other chances that we could have, maybe should have scored from. We're coming forward again over on that far side. That's good play from Beth Mead.
Come on.
Plays the ball back inside to Kira Walsh. Back with the goal scorer, Rachel Daly. Esme Morgan now inside the centre circle. Plays it forward to Ella Toon. Tried to go past the defender. She found Russo looking for Kelly over on that far side. Good defending though from Japan. But again, England run the ball back high up the pitch with Rachel Daly. But that's going to run through to the goalkeeper into the last 5 minutes of this first half. England now 1-0 up. Rachel Daly with that goal, a little bit. I say it caught us all out a little bit. Really, I thought he'd gone to the side net, but it was in, and it was a nice little finish actually. Clever finish at the far post, and England lead. I wonder if Japan will start to show a little bit more ambition now they're behind because they seem to be quite content to get everyone behind the ball. But they are coming forward again now. Ball over the top. Surely that's offside, is it? In fact, it's not given. And Japan coming forward again, looking. It was the ball they're looking for Hasegawa, but England do manage to clear that away. And you can see why maybe Japan are reluctant to come forward because every time we get the ball, we win the ball back. You know, we look to get behind straight away very quickly, and they're just trying to keep their shape. But while it remains at 1-0, obviously Japan will have to try to take a few more risks, try and get the ball forward a little bit more if they're going to try and get back into this game. But England at this moment in time looking in control, looking fairly comfortable at this point in the game. We are now counting down towards half-time. We're into the last 4 minutes. The ball there inside the centre circle with Kira Walsh, plays it forward. That's a good ball through. She's offside. She's offside. Ella Toon it was. Lovely ball through to her. She would have been one-on-one with a goalkeeper. It was Russo that time. With the would have been the assist there. Lovely ball through. Split that Japanese defence. Oh, it's quite a tight one because there was a defender over on that far side. In fact, on the near side, I think she may well have been onside. There's no VAR, of course, in this stadium, and it wouldn't have been VAR in this game anyway. But I think she may have been onside there. We look at the replay. The defender on this near side may well have been playing her on. Anyway, Japan now looking to come forward themselves, but Esme Morgan's there. She's had a decent first half. The Manchester City defender looked really tidy on the ball. And, she's certainly put a claim in for a spot. Obviously, when Leah Williamson's back, you imagine Leah Williamson will walk straight back into the team, and probably rightly so. But she's done well, Morgan, tonight. She has done well. Anyway, Millie Bright's in possession now, finds Rachel Daly over on that far side. Now, with Beth Mead. It'd be nice if Beth Mead can get a goal on her 50th cap tonight, wouldn't it? She seems to score nearly every game. In fact, in this orange kit, I think she scored every time we've played in the orange kit. That ball there played over to that far side. Again, it was looking for Beth Mead, but it's going to be tidied up by Japan. They're coming forward now, actually inside the centre circle. Hirobocci, she's closed down there by Chloe Kelly, but does play the ball out to that far side. Terry says there, not sure if that was offside. No, I didn't think it was. When you see the replay, she looked as though the defender on the near side was maybe playing on. Anyway, Japan have an opportunity on the edge of the box. Good defending actually from Millie Bright. Holds up. I think it was Iwabocci again. In fact, this time it is a free kick that Millie Bright's given away. She was very, very tight in there to Iwabocci, trying to win the ball. And in the end, it is a free kick. And this is a dangerous position actually for Japan, right on the edge of the penalty area. It's only, about 5 yards outside the penalty area. I mean, I think Iwabocci was playing for that, and she just caught her heels actually there. Millie Bright. I mean, I think it probably is a foul, but anyway, it's an opportunity for Japan. Just before half time, it's in the last 90 seconds. There's not going to be any stoppage time, I wouldn't imagine, because there's been no stoppages really. The game's flowed. But this is a free kick now. It's quite central, actually, just maybe a fraction over to the left-hand side as we look on the edge of this penalty area. It's about, 10 yards outside the area. An opportunity for Japan to get level before half time. It's going to be Bocci with a free kick, hits the wall. It does go wide. It's going to be a corner though to Japan. The wall did its job there. But that was a dangerous moment actually for England. Japan haven't had too many threatening moments in this game, but they did have one there, and it was a decent free kick, but the wall did its job. And it is going to be now a corner over on that far side again. We're into the final minute now of this first half, which has been a good performance from England on the whole. And Japan haven't really threatened too much, but they are looking now to try to get a goal just before half-time to pull it back to 1-1. The corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Marriott stretches for it, just gets a hand on it, but it's back in again by Japan. It's not cleared away yet by England. Still not really cleared away. And then it's lashed out by Alicia Russo out for a throw on this near side. A couple of poor defensive headers there. Again, I think the wind's playing a part there. The ball's hanging in the air. Marriott actually did well to get a hand to that. It came back in again. She did well actually there, Marriott. At full stretch, just managed to get enough on that. And in the end, England do manage to scramble the ball away. We have played almost the 45 minutes. In fact, there goes the half-time whistle. 3 seconds early, but it has gone. It is half-time. England 1, Japan 0. It's a deserved lead for England. We had 3 or 4 good chances. Ella Toon fired a couple wide. Russo hit the post with a header from a Chloe Kelly cross. Beth Mead brought a good save from a Japanese goalkeeper as well, but it was Rachel Daly with the goal. A little bit of an unusual goal scorer in a sense. She's playing right back, so it's not like she's playing in the front three as she normally does for Aston Villa, but it was a decent finish actually. It was a cross from Chloe Kelly from the left that caused the problems. It was a poor clearance out in the end by a Japanese defender. Beth Mead knocked the ball back to Rachel Daly. She's almost passed it into the near post, caught everybody by surprise. It went in, and that was after 37 minutes. That's the only goal of the first half, but England should have been ahead by a few more, actually. But I say Japan had 1 or 2 moments. A free kick just before half time, they're deflected off the wall. They've had 3 or 4 corners, Japan, actually, but Mary Earps hasn't really had a save to make. There was just that one fairly comfortable save quite early on in the game, a shot from the edge of the box. But other than that, Mary Earps hasn't really been tested too much. And England in full control, which is nice to see. And it's just now, you do get the feeling that if England score a second goal quite early in the second half, that we could go on and win this game reasonably comfortably. But Japan have defended pretty well at times in this game. They've made it difficult for us. They've got a lot of players behind the ball, and there hasn't been a lot of clear-cut opportunities. But England's quality has shown. We've had some chances. Russo's looked a threat every time the ball goes in the box. And it is 1-0. What have you made of that first half?
Yeah, good. Enjoyed it. Really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good game. And, England have played well.
It's nice for us to get a goal. So.
Yeah, good to get one goal. Hopefully we can get a couple more in the second half.
Oh, definitely. Hope so.
But yeah, we've been the better team. We fully deserved that lead. And yeah, it's been good. It has been very good. So far, so good. And yeah, 1 or 2 good performances as well. I say Esme Morgan's looked pretty neat and tidy on the ball at the back. Not really put under much defensive pressure. Neve Charles has done okay as well. She's made a couple of good defensive blocks and a good tackle that she made as well. A couple of times she's been a bit loose with her passing, but overall she's defended well, and that's what she's in the team for ultimately. So got to be pleased with that.
We've had a lot of changes, so
yeah, there is a lot of players missing. I don't think this back four has ever played together before, with Rachel Daly at right back, Neve Charles at left back, and Esme Morgan in the centre. Yeah. Three of our normal back four, if you like, either not playing or playing in different positions to normal. So
obviously Lauren Hemp's not playing.
Yeah, Lauren Hemp's out. Jordan Nobbs is out. I know she hasn't played much for England, but she would have probably played in this game. So yeah, we've got players missing. Obviously, Leah Williamson, as we know. So yeah, it's a good performance, and it just goes to show, doesn't it, that even if we've got players missing,
we've still got quality.
Yeah, we've still got quality, and we can still beat a good side. And Japan are a good side. You look at where they are ranked in the world and what they've done in previous tournaments. They're a decent team, so it's a good performance, and it's good to see that we can cope without. We don't need our first 11 players to still be able to be a good side, and that's good to see. And there's still some good players on the bench to come on, and maybe in the second half we might see a few more. Actually, we've got who's actually on the bench. So we've got Eddie Roebuck, Sandy McGyver, the 2 goalkeepers. Lots of Wilburn Moy. I'd love to see a lot of Wilburn Moy come on actually, because she hasn't played much for England lately. But Esme Morgan's done well, so you'd almost feel sorry for her to get taken off. Gabby George as well, who got called up to the squad. Of course, there was an injury, wasn't there, to Alex Greenwood at the last weekend. So Gabby George is in. Maya Letizia as well, of course, playing well for Manchester United, isn't she? First season now. She's on the bench. Katie Azelam as well, another Manchester United player. Jess Parks on the bench, playing well, isn't she? At Everton on loan from Man City. Could maybe see her as well. She's an exciting young player. Katie Robinson, I think it's her first call up, isn't it? Katie Robinson to the England squad, plays for Brighton, of course. Lauren James, who we know very well, Nikita Paris and Ebony Salmon as well. They're all on the bench, so we may well see.
What a good squad on the bench and all.
Yeah, well, we've got a good group of players,
squad.
And all those injuries as well. We're looking at 30 decent players that England have got now, which is really, really good, isn't it? When you think of the injuries as well, some players that aren't even getting picked who maybe could get picked if they start playing better for their club as well. Terry says there, question for Mrs. B. We all know Richard is brilliant at commentary on games and on his chat shows. My question is, does he ever stop talking?
He's quiet unless he's talking about football. Talks about football and COVID malarkey, and that is probably it.
That's
probably it. Yeah. You get nothing out of him apart from football.
Exactly, that's what it's about.
Basically.
They just showed a goal again. It was a poor clearance actually, and Beth Mead deflected it. And that is a nice little finish actually, isn't it? Really good finish, bang into that corner.
Through the legs.
Yeah, a good goal that from Rachel Daly. And England lead at half time, which is very good to see. Ian Wright's in the studio, of course, as normal. He loves it, doesn't he?
Oh, he does.
He loves the old women's football. And Eni Aluko as well is the other guest in the studio looking back on this game. But yeah, they're just highlighting Chloe Kelly.
Yeah, she's had a good game.
Crosses. Yeah, she's put some great balls into the box. And that's what she's there for. Get the ball out wide to her, get them into the box, and that's what's going to cause problems, especially when you've got Russo in there. We know how brilliant she is in the air, but they're just showing her header again at the post. She should be scoring that, really, shouldn't she?
Yeah.
Bang. But again, Chloe Kelly's cross, and it was her cross that ended up leading to the goal. It wasn't directly from the cross. It was kind of poor defending, actually, in the end from Japan on that particular occasion. She just went too long in the box there, the defender, and Beth Mead closed her down, and it fell to Daly, who just rolled it in. But again, Chloe Kelly putting the ball in. And
she's put a few good crosses in, hasn't she?
She has, really good quality crosses. And I say that did lead in the end to the goal. So that's where it's come from, this left-hand side.
You can see what they're trying to do, can't you? You can see what England are trying to do, which is some of the accuracy is just not on.
It's funny because on the left-hand side, Chloe Kelly's getting the ball and looking to get a cross in. When it comes to the right-hand side where Beth is, Beth's looking to cut inside and shoot and try to score, because that's what their strengths are, the two players, I think, as well. I mean, Lauren Hemp's very similar to Chloe Kelly. She want to go past player and put a cross in. And she doesn't maybe score as many goals, Lauren Hemp, as she maybe could do sometimes. But that's what she does. Whereas,
she's really good.
She's really good. She is brilliant. Yeah, but she maybe doesn't score enough goals sometimes.
I like Lucy Barnes as well.
And
she's not playing.
See, Beth gets herself into the box and gets shots away, doesn't she? She did there. Just showing her shot there, which was saved. And that's why Beth scores a number of goals that she does, because her role in the team is slightly different on the right-hand side to how we play on the left. And that's why
she plays on the other side as well.
Yeah, she does. She's never quite as effective on the left, though, is she, Beth Mead? I don't think. She's much better on the right. And that's why she does so well on that side, I think. But the way England play, she gets that freedom to come in. And maybe for Arsenal as well, she does, when she plays on that right-hand side. She gets to come inside into the box and gets on the end of things and scores a lot of goals. And that's the difference in the way England play. We've got one side for crossing into the box and one side for maybe getting in, cutting inside and shooting. So we've got that balance. But we'll see what happens in the second half, whether we'll see any substitutions. Probably not at this point, I wouldn't have thought, just because, everyone's playing pretty well, aren't they? And we're winning the game.
And they're getting used to each other, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think we will see some subs later on, maybe. Say a few players on the
Depends if
bench.
we're scoring that goal. Maybe.
Yeah, get 2 or 3, and then we can maybe rest a few players. I mean, obviously, from an Arsenal perspective,
Try a
I'd
few
quite
out.
like Beth Mead to get a rest. She's played so
I
many
want her to
games.
score.
Yeah, I'd like her to score. It's her 50th game. It'd be nice for her to
Yeah.
get a goal, but yeah, I wouldn't be too disappointed if they took her off after about 60 minutes so that she can get a bit of a rest. Obviously, it's another game Tuesday. You'd imagine she'll play some part in that, whether she starts or comes off the bench. But what Arsenal don't need any more injuries. So I'm kind of worried about that a little bit as well because of how important she is.
Aren't playing tonight.
Well, no, but you don't have to get injured because she gets injured, she won't be able to play, and then that's going to be a disaster. So, but she's done well, Beth Mead. You know, she hasn't maybe had as much of the ball in this game as she has in some games, but when she's had it, she's looked good. You know, she's had a shot, she's created the goal, and she's done 1 or 2 other nice things as well. So, yeah, maybe get herself a goal early in the second half, and then she can go off, put her feet up, have a nice rest, and you know, be nice and ready for next weekend when she'll be playing against a lot of these players, won't she? Next week, of course, Russo, Tooney, of course, you know, Katie Zella, Maya Letitia on the bench, and Nikita Paris as well, of course, her old Arsenal teammate. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game next weekend, that's for sure. At the
what time's kickoff for that?
5:30.
5:30.
5:30 next Saturday. Yeah. It's a late one, yeah. Later kickoff. It was going to be on a Sunday, but they've moved it to Saturday for some reason.
Right.
I don't know why. It will be for TV, but I think it's on BBC. I think. But yeah, it's 5:30 kickoff next Saturday. So. There is, of course, the Lionesses play on Tuesday. I think that's Norway, isn't it? On Tuesday we play.
Oh, I'm out. I'm out next
on
Saturday.
Tuesday night.
I am out.
Is it Norway we're playing on Tuesday?
Next Saturday, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, the 19th. Yeah,
yeah, I'm
out.
That's right, reunion. I'm out. Then we've got a sports massage on the Sunday. Oh, nice.
I'm gonna have to change that. I had a show booked in for Tuesday. I've just remembered. England are playing, so I'll have to move that. The World Cup Memories show. We're doing a new series actually because what we're doing on this channel, we're not going to be covering the ridiculous World Cup in Qatar for several reasons. One, because of just the whole just the whole situation with it really, with the fact it's in Qatar when it shouldn't have been, the fact they played it in the winter when they shouldn't be, and the loads of other issues going on in Qatar that the World Cup shouldn't be there. So what we're doing instead on the channel, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing some shows looking back at memories from previous World Cups. So the first show is going to be on Argentina 78 because that's the first World Cup I remember really. So it'd be pointless looking back on memories of World Cups that I don't remember. So we're going to start with Argentina 78, and I've got a special guest joining me who remembers that World Cup very well. So we're going to look back on some memories there. I originally had it booked in for Tuesday, but I forgot the England Lionesses are playing, so we'll have to maybe move that. We can't do it Wednesday because Melvin's got his Highbury Matters show on Wednesday, actually. So we might have to see what spaces that we've got. We're trying to squeeze in an Arsenal women's weekly show as well because Andreas is flying on Friday to come to the Emirates for next weekend, so we won't be able to do it on Friday, so we've got to squeeze that in. So there's quite a tight schedule coming up this week, actually, but we'll see what we can fit everything in anyway. But we will be doing this World Cup memory show throughout the World Cup, looking back at, I say, every single World Cup from 1978 all the way to the 2018 one we'll finish with, of course. So we'll be, if anyone out there wants to come on any of those shows, there's a particular World Cup that you got good memories of, or any memories that you'd like to share and talk about, then let us know and you can come on. And when we do that particular World Cup, we are starting with, I say, Argentina 78 is the first one, which England didn't qualify for, did they? But it was quite funny watching Scotland at times in that one, I seem to remember. So we will look back on all of that great stuff from Argentina 78. I'd say I'll have to find a time to fit it in the, might have to be a week after maybe, but anyway, we'll see what happens with that. So listen out for when we get that organised. So that's going to be good though. So we're doing that instead of the actual World Cup. We're going to be doing other stuff as well. We've got 1 or 2 other shows as well. We've got a new series started as well, which is the Arsenal debate, where we're going to be getting some of the usual guys in to talk about certain topics that are hot at the time and have a discussion about that between us. So that'll be as well throughout the World Cup, the few weeks of the World Cup. So we're going to be bringing you lots of stuff. Obviously, the women are still playing. Arsenal women will be playing. We'll be doing the usual Arsenal women's coverage as well. But we'll also be filling our time in. Obviously, there's no men's games in the Premier League or anything. So we're using our time instead to bring you some different shows. That's all, something a bit different, and give you an option. So if you don't want to watch the World Cup and you can't be bothered with it all, then you can join us and listen to what we've got to produce over the next few weeks. It's going to be good. So that'll be all of that coming up very, very soon, which will be good. Terry says that the more you see the goal, it was brilliant. No, it was, yeah. When you see the replay, it was such a good finish. It was a really good finish. Angie in the chat, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to be on the show with you last night as well. That was fun. Terry says, I totally agree. Blow the World Cup. But yeah, exactly. That's what we should all boycott it. Everybody should boycott it, I think, and not watch it, not get involved in it. And then they'll realise, won't they? FIFA and everybody else will realise that actually it was a bad decision, and they won't make the same mistake again. Because otherwise, what'll happen is if it's a success in terms of money, then when it comes around to bidding for future World Cups, we'll end up having World Cups in all ridiculous places, won't we? So we need to put. We can decide whether or not that happens by boycotting the whole thing. I think some players should have done more. Some players should have come out and boycotted it and said, "No, I'm not playing there for all the human rights issues and everything else." That's what they should have done. And Gareth Southgate comes out with a lot of words. Always says, "Oh, supporting all this, supporting all that," but ultimately he's taking his team there, and he's not going to be bothered, is he? So he obviously doesn't care, does he? He can say he cares, but if he did, he would have said, "No, we're not going to compete." And that's what we should have done. That would have been the right thing to do, wouldn't it? But anyway, it's too late for all that now. It's happening, but we're not going to watch it, so that's fine. Anyway, we get back to get the second half underway here, which is going to be good. And of course, don't forget, next summer is a proper World Cup, isn't it? The Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. We will be watching that one because that's a proper World Cup at a proper time of the year in a proper country. So, well, 2 proper countries. So we'll be watching that as well. But anyway, we've got the second half of this game to come now. We're just about to get underway. Japan are going to kick off in the blue, attacking the goal to our left. And the ball goes long. But it's going to be a header there from Rachel Daly, the goal scorer. Heads it forward for Beth Mead up this near side now. England's right is going to be a throw to the Lionesses wearing the nice orange kit, which is pretty smart actually. It does look very Dutch, but we'll accept that because our manager's very Dutch as well, so that's fine. That's probably why we've got an orange kit actually, isn't it? Because it makes her feel at home. Which is fine. It is a nice kit anyway. Russo does a nice turn. It almost got through, but the Japanese defence just managed to get it clear, but only as far as Ella Toon again picked up that ball. She's picked it up well in that little space there, just on in between the midfield and the attack. She's won the ball again. Russo now plays it back out to that far side. This is going to be good. In fact, Russo's down and a Japanese defender as well. Russo's still down actually, but we play on. England are in possession. Kira Walsh over on that far side. Finds Chloe Kelly, but she puts the ball out so Russo can. Well, she's getting back to her feet again now. Actually, it looks like an ankle problem there. I don't know if she was caught there. Looks in a little bit of pain. We don't really want her to be injured, but if she can't play against Arsenal next week, I wouldn't be too upset. I've got to be honest.
You're Arsenal
we don't want her to be injured. Of course, we don't, because we like Russo and she's a great player. But if she wants to miss the game next week, that'll be fine. Kate says, will you be watching the 6:30 a.m. Women's World Cup games? Well, potentially if England are playing, we'll have to see. But yeah, there's going to, it's Australia, isn't it? So Australia, New Zealand, so the kickoff times are going to be madness, aren't they? But,
you get up early? I don't think so.
I'll have to watch them. If that's when they're on,
you'd be a right grump.
I would if we lose. You don't want to get up at 6:30 and we lose. But
I'll be all right, but you'll be a right grump.
I will be a grump, yeah. But we'll see what happens. But no, we'll obviously have to see when they are and stuff like that. But yeah,
depends what days they're on.
Well, yeah. I know one of the England games on a Saturday, the first one.
Well, that will be all right.
I'm not sure about the rest of them. Anyway, England are coming forward in this game. Looking for the second goal. This is good play from Beth Mead on the edge of the area. Can she get a shot away? Oh, she plays the ball out wide instead. looking
she
for
just went for it.
Russo again, but again Japan actually defend that pretty well and managed to get it clear. Good run again from Beth Mead. She likes to get the ball and just run at defenders, don't she? And she did so again there. England in possession over on that far side. But Japan have managed to clear it away. They're trying to come forward themselves, but that wasn't a great ball forward. It's got out for a throw to England, which it was Esme Morgan actually went over to take it. It's now back with Millie Bright just outside at the centre circle. We've played nearly 3 minutes of the second half. It is still England 1, Japan 0. That first half goal from Rachel Daly. England coming forward again.
Oh, she pushed off there.
Kira Wolf got pushed off the ball from Iwabochi. She's done that a couple of times at Iwabochi actually. She's getting stuck in today. But anyway, it's still 1-0 to England. But Japan now got a little bit of space coming forward here on this near side. There's two options here either side. Ball played towards the edge of the box. It wasn't a good ball actually. Esme Morgan's there, and now England can launch a counter attack. Ella Toon plays it in to Russo, lays it out to that far side to Chloe Kelly, plays it in again to Toon, back again to Chloe Kelly. Can she get past the defender, whip across in? She's done well again. Chloe Kelly plays it back to Kira Walsh. Now it's with Georgia Stanway. Rachel Daly, the goal scorer. Got a little bit of space on this near side. Plays it inside though to Kira Walsh. Beth Mead's made a little run on this outside, looking for a bit of space, but Kira Walsh instead plays a good ball through to Georgia Stanway on the edge of the penalty. Plays it across the edge of the 6-yard box. Cleared away though by Japan. Russo was making a run there. She couldn't quite get there quickly enough. In the end, Japan have managed to get it away. They've now won a free kick, a throw, on this near side. But that was really good, good cross again into the box, but Russo couldn't quite get there. It's cleared away. Now Japan have got a free kick and they've got the ball moving. But they're still not over-committing too many players forward, are they, Japan? They still seem to be quite content to keep things tight. Ball played back there. It's now gone back to the Japanese goalkeeper. Put under a bit of pressure there, actually, and almost gave the ball away to Russo. But again, Japan managed to get it away. But taking risks, actually, at the back, Japan. But they are coming forward now. A little bit of space in midfield. Good play, though, from Kira Walsh. Wins the ball back for England. And now it's back with Esme Morgan. And there's another little injury problem, is there, for Georgia Stanway now? She's okay, back on her feet again and in possession of the ball. Plays it back to Millie Bright. Now Esme Morgan just inside the centre circle for England. Gives it back to Captain Bright. Little bit of space now. Plays it out to that far side to Neve Charles. In a two now, a bit deeper. Plays the ball to this near side to Rachel Daly. Beth Mead on the touchline, hugging that touchline this time. And the ball spills to a nice, actually, Beth Mead. She's got a little bit of space. Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty area. Plays the ball to the edge of the box. Is it going to fall to Ella Toon? It does, and the shot's deflected over the crossbar. Desperate defending again. Beth Mead with a run. Again, Beth Mead could have maybe tried the shot herself. Instead, she fell or tried to find Ella Toon. The ball did actually ricochet off the Japanese defender. It fell to Toon inside the box. She managed to get there, but it was good, desperate defending there. Good deflection over the top, actually, by the Japanese defender. It's going to be a corner, though, to England. Let's see if England can get the second goal. We've played 6 minutes in the second half. England 1, Japan 0. This corner from the near side. England's right. It's going to be Beth Mead with it, so it's going to be an outswing. In fact, it goes low in towards the near post. Comes back to Beth Mead, plays it towards the penalty spot. Shot comes in on the turn. Again, it was Rachel Daly, actually, with a shot. Looking to get another goal. She has scored 4 goals in the WSL this season, so she's in good goal scoring form, and she has got the goal tonight as well. But that time she couldn't keep that shot down, and it went out for a goal kick. But England again have picked up possession with Millie Bright. Plays it out to that far side. It wasn't a great ball for Neve Charles, but she's done well and shepherds it back to Mary Earps. Now it's with Millie Bright midway inside the England half. Plays it up this near side. Rachel Daly. Plays it infield to Kill. The ball over the top for Beth Mead on this near side. Beth Mead's got a little bit of space into the penalty. Plays it across the box, looking for Russo. She couldn't quite get there. To the far post. It's in. It's 2-0. Chloe Kelly with the goal.
Go on,
Kelly's got the goal at the far post. Yes. Beth Mead with the cross. It was just too far in front of Russo. It looked as though the chance had gone, but actually it fell to Chloe Kelly on the far side. A tight angle it was actually from Kelly, but she managed to rifle it into the top corner. That is a really good goal, actually.
Go on,
and it is 2-0. Brilliant stuff. That was another good finish, actually. A really good finish that was from Chloe Kelly this time. She put some good balls in that first half to create some chances, and she's just put in the ball into the net there. There's a hint maybe of offside against Beth Mead in the build-up. The flag stayed down. It was she was looking for Russo actually with that ball, but it was just too far ahead of her. But it fell to Kelly. First time shot. That's a great finish actually at the far post from Chloe Kelly. So Beth Mead has now got 2 assists actually in this game. Even though she's not maybe looked like she's going to get a goal herself really, but that was a good finish that from Chloe Kelly. Smashed it in. Not great goalkeeping, I suppose it has to be said. But anyway, that was a very good finish, and it is 2-0 to England. Good. And surely that will seal the victory here tonight, you would imagine. Japan have really looked like scoring. You can't see them scoring 2 goals. And England now in complete control. 52 minutes was that goal.
Your predicted score so far. So
I did say 2-0, yeah, but I'm starting to feel that maybe 2-0 might not be enough now. I think we've got plenty of time to score some more.
Hopefully.
But we'll see. But Japan now in possession over on that far side. We need to just keep switched on. We don't want to let them back into it really, but
no.
We've kept possession now though. Rachel Daly pings it out to that far side. England just slowing the play down a little bit. Esme Morgan now plays it in to Kira Walsh and gets it back again. The Manchester City connection, of course, Kira Walsh has now left for Barcelona, hasn't she? But she was they did play together at Man City for a long time, didn't they? Morgan and Kira Walsh. But Japan now looking to try and build an attack of their own up that far side. Good defensive header that was actually again from Neve Charles, who's done pretty well tonight. And now the ball's with Millie Bright for England. Plays it up the near side to the first goal scorer, Rachel Daly, in to Georgia Stanway. Another former Manchester City player, of course, now in Germany at Andreas's team, Bayern Munich, of course. But Japan now looking to try and find a goal back. Coming forward over on that far side. Keeping possession, but Chloe Kelly's in there with a good tackle. Now England get possession again. Again, England are very patient in their build-up. They're not looking to rush things or, waste the ball. We're just playing it nice and simple passes, keeping possession and then pulling the Japanese defence apart and creating opportunities. Now Rachel Daly with a little bit of space on this near side, plays the ball round the outside to Beth Mead. Going to get there this year. Can she get there or not? Keep it in? Not quite, actually. It wasn't a great ball. Didn't give her a lot of chance there, but she did her best. Beth tried to get there, but it was shepherded out well by the Japanese defence. It is a goal kick, which they've taken short again. Japan, they do like to take these goal kicks short and try and play out from the back, and it's actually cost them because they're giving the ball away. Well, not so much giving it away. England are putting them under pressure of forcing the mistakes, but you'd imagine that by now Japan would have figured out actually that's probably not the best way for them to work it because it's not really working for them, is it? But anyway, it is a throw now to England on this near side. Rachel Daly's going to take it. You get a feeling there might be some substitutions on the offing soon. There was just some discussions going on the bench there. Serena and her coaching team thinking about maybe making a couple of substitutions now as we head in towards the hour mark. We've played 56 minutes. It is England 2, Japan 0. And again, Japan have given the ball away to Ella Toon running at that Japanese defence, but she took maybe too long then to decide whether to pass it or carry on going. And she had a couple of options as well. Chloe Kelly over on that far side and Russo as well. But in the end, she lost the ball and it is now back with the Japanese defence just outside their penalty area. Plays it forward into midfield. Again, England closing down very high up the pitch. And it is forcing mistakes from the Japanese. And they find it difficult to get out. There's another mistake inside the box there. Chloe Kelly was almost in again, but the ball just ran through to the goalkeeper. Again, just by pressing these Japanese defenders high up the pitch, they're making mistakes.
Yeah.
And again, they try and play out from the back. They're certainly not going to change the way they're playing. They're going to keep doing it. And no doubt England will keep forcing mistakes, but they are coming forward now over on the far side. Japan looking for a goal back into this game. And in fact, it's a good player on that far side. But again, Esme Morgan's done well. As you know, she hasn't. She's lost out. And Japan are coming forward. Ball played in to the penalty area on this near side. Nice touch inside the box. Shot in across the box. Oh, it went right across the face of the goal there, actually, from this near side. It was a cross, but there was nobody there. And in fact, it's Japan are going to be making the first substitution, actually. It's not England that's making the change. It is going to be Japan as they look to try their way back into this game. It's a good finish, that second goal. They're just showing it again from Chloe Kelly. Really good finish, actually, by left foot. So it wasn't the greatest goalkeeping, if we touch it. Beaten at the near post there, but it was a lot of power in that shot, actually, to be fair. And it is 2-0 to England. I'll say the first substitution is going to be from the Japanese. So we'll see. Oh, Iwabochi's going off, actually, and it's Tanaka's coming on. So Iwabochi didn't even get to play an hour.
Well, she was playing so good as well, wasn't she?
Probably due to the fact that she's not been playing much football, and she probably isn't 100% fit, because when you're not playing much football, you're not going to be able to play a full game, are you? Probably. So maybe that's why. But yeah, she's gone off, Iwabochi, and she's been replaced there. And the first substitution's been made, and so England still haven't made any yet, but I'm sure it won't be long until we see a few changes for England as well. Japan are trying to come forward over this near side, but looking to try and get the substitute straight in the game, but that's gone straight out for a throw on this near side. 58, nearly 59 minutes. It is a throw to England, which Rachel Daly's going to take on this near side, England's right. It is 2-0. Iwabochi there is just taking her boots off. Beth Mead now battling away for the ball over on this near side. It's going to be another throw to England, this time just inside the Japanese half on this near side. Rachel Daly with it again. She goes back to Millie Bright, plays it square to Morgan. And then England have gone right away across the pitch to Charles, and now it's back with the goalkeeper. Mary Earps plays it in to Kirrells. Got a little bit of pressure there, Kirrells, but she's done well. Rachel Daly now in possession on this near side for England. Plays it in to Georgia Stanway and then goes back to Millie Bright. That's a good ball forward, actually. Finds Ella too. That's a lovely ball up that far side for Chloe Kelly. She's got a little bit of space here. Chloe Kelly gets her head up. Can she pull the ball back, get a cross in? Tries a shot. Oh, it needed a cross. It needed a cross that time. Maybe she got a bit excited because she'd scored 5 minutes ago. She fancied another one. But I think the cross would have been a better option. It was a good move from England. A lot of space over on that far side for Chloe Kelly. She cut inside, and rather than try to pick out one of her teammates, Beth Mead at the far post or Russo in the middle, instead she went for goal. It was a tight angle. It was always going to be something special to score from there. The cross would have been a better option, but anyway, she had a shot and it's gone behind. In fact, it looks like it's is it a corner to England or is it I think it's a throw right by the corner flag actually. Right. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Bradley says they're happy for Arsenal. She's off, but sad for her. I wanted Iwabochi to get some confidence. No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, she needs more minutes on the pitch, doesn't she? That's the problem. So. Again, she doesn't even get to play an hour. When she played for Arsenal in that Champions League game, I think she got about an hour in as well, didn't she? Anyway, England are now coming forward looking for this third goal. Ball played in the box. Russo with a shot. Oh, she didn't quite get enough on it there. She had to hit it early. She was under pressure. Alicia Russo there. It was a nice play from England. And the shot came in there, but she couldn't quite get the power in it that she needed. It went straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. But England are threatening more goals here now in the second half, looking to try and increase our lead. But Japan now in possession themselves, but they haven't really looked like scoring in the second half, it has to be said. And they really look like scoring in the first half either. It's been a dominant performance from England. Ball over the top low by Japan. A chance in behind. This might be their first opportunity really to get in behind the England defence. Good defending there from Millie Bright. It's you have to go something to get past her though. She's like a wall at times, and she defended really well there when she was needed. Very strong defending, and England deal with that problem. You know, they've all played forward looking for Russo. It bounces over her head, but it does fall instead to Georgia Stanway. That's a great ball to put Beth Mead in on this near side. She's got a lot of space now, Beth Mead. No real support inside the box, so she has to hold it up a little bit, waiting for some support. Finds a ball instead, looking for the run there of Ella Toon. Japan do clear away, but only as far as Walsh now. It's with Rachel Daly back to Walsh again. for England. The game's slowed down a little bit by England, but keeping possession. Daly finds Beth Mead. Daly gets it back again, plays it in to Kira Walsh, a little bit of space to turn. Nice ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. There's just a little touch there off a Japanese defender. Looked like Ella 2 was going to be in there. In fact, England are about to make a substitution. Russo and Toom were both looking to get on the end of that cross there from Kira Walsh it was. In fact, there is the first substitution. It's going to be Chloe Kelly going off. It was her goal. The second one, and Russo's coming off as well. So there's 2 substitutions. It's going to be Lauren James and Ebony Salmon coming on for England, and Russo and Chloe Kelly coming off. Russo had a decent game, couldn't quite get herself a goal. She came close with that header, didn't she? That hit the post. And she's now gone off, and Ebony Salmon's going to be coming on through the middle, you'd imagine. And Chloe Kelly's coming off, and Lauren James will probably go over on that left-hand side. Or will she come on the right and Beth on the left? And it looks as though she's going to go over to the left-hand side, actually. So they're the first 2 substitutions for England. We've played 63 minutes, and we're midway through the second half. So Emily Salmon is on. She's closed down the goalkeeper straight away there, and it's forced a mistake. Rachel Daly picks the ball up for England. Let's see what impact these 2 substitutes can make. Lauren James over on that far side, trying to get involved for the first time. She's going to have a partnering up with her Chelsea teammate, Neve Charles, of course, over on that far side. England's left. Now, that's a good ball up the line again, looking for Beth Mead, but she just slips there, and the Japanese defender can get that ball away. Again, they're trying to play it out from the back, Japan, and again, England are putting them under pressure. So, again, they're having to be forced backwards towards their own goal. But they've got a little bit of time now to get the ball forward. And a goal back for Japan would put a different complexion on this game, wouldn't it? But England again won the ball back well there. Georgia Stanway steps in. Now it's with Esme Morgan. Just gets the ball back off Kira Walsh and gives it back to her again. Georgia Stanway, England just knocking the ball around again. We've done that well tonight. Just kept possession. We're not worried about playing the ball backwards, are we? We're just looking to keep possession and build attack slowly, and we're coming forward now on that far side. Lauren James cuts in well, actually. A good play from James, plays the ball square to Rachel Daly, who did score that first goal, of course, tonight. Ball played in there to Beth Mead, lays it off. This is good from England. Georgia Stanway, she'd have Emily Salmon just ahead of her, but instead she goes back again. Now it's into Salmon again. I think the ball was actually meant for Beth Mead. Ebony Salmon just got there first, and it came back off a defender, and now it's gone out for a throw to England. I think the ball was actually intended for Beth Mead actually there, but in the end it came to Ebony Salmon instead. They're just showing that Russo shot there just before she got taken off. She had to hit it first time, couldn't quite get enough power or direction on it. Japan now again trying to play it out from the back, and again they don't look very comfortable, do they, when they're doing it? A little bit of space now. Plays the ball in towards the centre circle. It's chested forward, and suddenly now Japan have got to play over. See, when you play out from the back and it works, it can create some space. But that was a good tackle there from Rachel Daly. She did just catch the Japanese player there, actually, who's just gone down holding her ankle, but Daly just helps her back to her feet again. And it is going to be is it a free kick or is it a throw-in? I'm not quite sure what the referee's giving it, but England look like they're going to make another substitution as well. No, it wasn't a foul. She got the ball first there, Rachel Daly. It is going to be a throw to. In fact, it may well have come off the Japanese player, actually. She slid into her. They had a bit of a collision, but it's actually a throw to England. It did come off the Japanese player. That was the right decision. And England have got another throw now, about 10 yards further forward up this near side. But Daly is going to take this throw. Plays it in to Georgia Stanway. Under a bit of pressure, Stanway, but she manages to find Millie Bright, and now England can get the ball out through the other side. And now the other two, a nice turn inside the centre circle. Plays it to Georgia Stanway in towards Beth Mead. It wasn't a great ball to Beth Mead, actually, at full stretch. She couldn't quite keep possession, but she's won it back. Oh, no, she hasn't. The referee's given a free kick. The ball's put in the net by Ella too, but it's not going to count. The whistle had already gone. Beth Mead there. Thought she just won the ball back, but the referee didn't like the challenge, and she did blow for a free kick. And it is going to be a free kick to Japan, but I don't know, did she really foul her? Did she get the ball? I'm not sure.
I thought she got the ball over.
Lucy says there, is Jordan Nobbs playing? No, she's not. She's injured. Unfortunately, she had to pull out the squad. She picked up a little bit of an injury playing for Arsenal last week, and she had to pull out the squad, unfortunately. So she's gone home to get fit. But I don't think it's a bad injury, so she should be back hopefully next week. Terry says, is Lotta Woobermoy on the bench? If so, she definitely deserves a run out. Yeah, she's on the bench. She's on the bench, but I'm not sure she's going to come on. To me, she should have maybe started this game, you know. She should be further ahead of Esme Morgan. She's played a lot more football because obviously the injury that Morgan's had. But for some reason, she's not getting picked for England, is she? To play. She's generally in the squad, but she's not getting picked to play the games, is she? So I'm not quite sure why. She played that warm-up game before the Euros, didn't she? She played the first half. I think it was a Belgium game, wasn't it? And she went off at half-time, and I don't think she's played again for England since. She's on the bench all the time. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I say Morgan's come back from injury, came on in the last game, started this one, so I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, I'd like to see Lotta get a chance because she's been playing really well for Arsenal, hasn't she? Like, really well. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, see what happens. Hopefully she'll get a chance. But Japan currently coming forward over on that far side, looking to try to find a way back into this game. Hasegawa there does well, actually, but good defensive play from Ella Toon. And England win the ball back. But it has gone out for a throw to Japan over on the far side. We've played 69 minutes here. In Spain, it is England 2, Japan 0. And England are looking generally pretty comfortable in this game, in control. But the next goal could prove to be crucial. So if Japan do manage to get one back, who knows? They haven't looked like scoring very often in this game, but it only takes one moment, doesn't it? And suddenly a 2-1 lead looks a lot more fragile. But there hasn't really been an opportunity. Good defensive play there was just there from Charles, actually. A good tackle on Hasegawa. And it's going to be another free kick, actually, to Japan. The game has got a little bit scrappy in the last few minutes, actually. A lot of silly little free kicks and no real flow to the play. It's going to be 2 more substitutions for the Japanese now as we come down towards the last 20 minutes. 2 more substitutes for them. And England so far haven't made any more. So we'll see what the substitutions are for Japan. Number 7's going off. And number 23 is coming on. Number 19's come on as well. And number 5's gone off. So they're the substitutes there for Japan. Another 2 for them. And it is their free kick, which they've now taken. Look, there was an England substitute ready as well. If there's a player with the same name that's come on and off there, they put on the screen. That can't be right. Anyway, Japan are now coming forward on this near side. Cross comes in, well defended by Rachel Daly. It's going to be another corner to Japan. They've probably had more corners in this game than England have, actually. But they haven't really made the most of them, and England have certainly had much more chances. But it is a corner to Japan. They've taken it short on this near side. Opportunity there to get a cross in from a slightly better angle. It comes in, but again, it's defended well. That was by Georgia Stanway, who took it. Was it in the face or in?
Oh, dear.
But she's gone down now, Georgia Stanway, after that. She blocked that cross. Maybe she's winded a little bit. And she didn't really appreciate that helping hand from her teammate there, actually. Or she would have got winded there, actually, because it did hit her right in the stomach, actually. That cross hit her from quite close range as well. And I think she's just winded. And she is just going to... She'll need a couple of minutes to recover herself, which she's done. Back on her feet again. And she's fine. Georgia Stanway. And... England took that throw, but wasn't too great, actually. And Japan did win the ball back, but now a little bit of space. Ebony Salmon now with possession. Tried to play over to that far side. Niamh Charles will keep it in. It is England 2, Japan 0. We are into the final 20 minutes. Are England going to add a couple more goals to their total? So that's a long ball from Millie Bright, looking for the running behind there of Ella Toon, who actually hasn't stopped running in this game. You have to say she's been everywhere, up and down the pitch. Had 2 or 3 openings at goal as well. Not managed to take one yet, but you wouldn't be surprised if she does pop up with a goal. Anyway, Rachel Daly's taking this throw for England on this near side. England's right, plays it up the line, actually. It was flicked in there by Salmon looking for Beth Mead, but again, Japan have picked up possession. And again, they're trying to play it around from the back. Again, England putting them under pressure high up the pitch and winning the ball back. Bethmead gets a foot in there. And the referee's given a free kick again. There was nothing wrong with that. The referee doesn't really like too much physical contact.
Doesn't like our tackles the shit.
Every time we're trying to get in there, it looks like a good, fair tackle. It looked like Bethmead just got a foot in there, won the ball, and the referee didn't like it, gave a free kick. And the boys now back with the Japanese goalkeeper. And yeah, not really allowing too much physical contact in this game. And that time it was a foul. Millie Bright then dived in. That one definitely was a foul. And the referee definitely didn't like that one. I think she thought about a yellow card, the referee, but as Millie Bright came towards her, she changed her mind. And it was clearly a foul. And it probably was a yellow card. It probably was worthy of a yellow card actually as well, but anyway, it wasn't. And Japan now trying to come forward themselves. Kira Walsh then probably gave away a foul, but Japan keep possession, so we play on. But that wasn't a good ball through there, and well defended again by Esme Morgan, who's looked pretty decent tonight, has to be said. Long ball forward, they're looking for Ebony Salmon, but the flag's up for offside, is it? Against the England substitute. He's going to be a free kick. He shouldn't really be offside, about 5 yards inside the Japan half, really. But anyway, Japan are coming forward now, an opportunity for them perhaps on the edge of the box. Again, it's good defending from Esme Morgan, but Japan do pick the ball up, a shot comes in, but it's harmlessly wide across the face of the goal. And it's gone behind for a goal kick to England, coming in to the last 15 minutes now. I wonder if England are going to make some more substitutions. Are we going to see some more or not? We'll have to wait and see, but there is another game, of course, on Tuesday, so I'm sure a lot of these players that are maybe on the bench tonight may well get to play in that game on Tuesday. We'll see. Although Serena doesn't like making lots of changes, does she? She likes to keep a settled team, as we saw in the Euros. She didn't make any changes at all for every single game. Or another free kick given away there by Rachel Daly, that was. And it is going to be another dangerous free kick, this actually, about 5 yards outside the England penalty area. Daly a little bit too keen there to try and win the ball. It came in from a bad angle actually, and it was a foul. And it is a free kick now. I say a dangerous free kick this. It is about 5 yards outside the area, just like to the left-hand side of the penalty area. Putting the wall in place. The last free kick Japan had, the wall did its job. Is it going to do its job again here? This is a big opportunity, though, for Japan to get a goal back, which would make it a nervy last 15 minutes, perhaps. The free kick comes in towards the far post. Good defensive header from Millie Bright. In fact, it's an offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Surprised that Hazard didn't maybe try a shot then with that free kick, but instead she tried just to dink it into the far post. Yeah, there was a Japanese player miles offside actually, and Millie Bright's defensive header cleared the danger anyway, but instead of a corner, it is a free kick to England, which we've taken. And the ball is now back with Millie Bright. Plays it square to Esme Morgan inside the England penalty area. That's a loose ball actually from her, but it does manage to find Rachel Daly actually on this near side. She's got a lot of space, Daly, in front of her. Plays it square inside to Georgia Stanway, but wasn't a great ball to her. And there wasn't much she could do there. And in the end, given away possession. And Japan now have got the ball back to their goalkeeper. And we are now into the final 15 minutes here in Spain. It is England 2, Japan 0. A goal either side of half-time from Rachel Daly and Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly has since been replaced by Lauren James, who hasn't really got into the game yet, has she? She's had one little run with the ball when she first come on, and since then, she's not really been involved too much, Lauren James, sorry. Neither really has Ebony Salmon, apart from being offside a few moments ago. So the substitutes haven't really made a positive impact yet. And England's performance has maybe dropped off a little bit since we did make the substitutions, actually. But we are 2-0 up. So there's no urgency, really, is there? We're just keeping possession. James now over on that far side. He's now got an opportunity to come forward. Lauren James, she's done really well here, showing good pace and good strength. She's got options in front of her. Tried to roll the ball through. Actually, it's fell to Salmon on the edge of the box. That's a nice ball. Is it going to be 3-0? Oh, it is 3-0. Yes. It's gone in. Ella Toone does get a goal. She's been threatening a goal all night, Ella Toone. She probably deserves one, actually. She must have ran. All the shots. She's ran some miles tonight. She's put the work in. There's no doubt about that. That was a nice little finish off the post. Yeah, your prediction's right at the minute. There's still time for more goals. But that's another one. So Ella Toon it is with the third goal. That was a really good counter attack. We're just saying the two substitutions hadn't been involved. It was Lauren James's run. It was Ebony Salmon's ball.
So there you go.
And it was a lovely ball from Salmon, actually. And that's a good finish.
Beth
Mead was coming in at the far post. It looked as though it was going to hit the post and come out, but it didn't. Hit the inside of the post from Tooney. Just thinked it past the keeper. It's hit the inside of the post and gone in. If it hadn't have done, Beth Mead would have been there. Anyway. But that's a lovely ball from Salmon, actually. Just rolled it outside her. And a good finish. That was a good counter attack from England. And just as we said, the substitutes haven't done anything. They just combined there for the goal. And it is Ella Toon with another big goal for England. She's got a few recently, hasn't she? Which is good to see. Anne says they're 3-0 indeed. And Terry says Tooney. Yeah, Tooney.
Tooney.
But Japan now coming forward actually straight away trying to pull a goal back. The shot comes in, but it's wide of the post. In fact, it's deflected wide. It's going to be another corner actually to Japan.
They've had a few, like.
They have had a few, but they haven't really done too much with them, has to be said. But yeah, 3-0 now to England. Nice and comfortable. We played 78 minutes. I'm surprised there isn't a few more substitutes coming on, actually. It'd be nice to see players like Jess Park maybe get an opportunity in this game. Maya Letitia as well, and a lot of Wilburn Moy, as we said, it'd be nice to get them on, wouldn't it? But anyway, so far, it's just those two substitutions that England have made. And it doesn't look as though there's too much more activity at the moment either. Rachel Daly just had a little bit of an injury problem, but I think she's going to be okay. And Kira Walsh as well. They're having a discussion on the bench, Serena and the coaching team. Not quite sure whether or not there is going to be any more changes. You'd think there should be. Melvin's in the chat here, mate. He says all over by the shout. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I thought once the second goal went in, it looked as good as over because Japan have really threatened a goal, have they? But now it is all over. Oh, there's a foul there on Beth Mead. A late tackle there on her. Just caught the back of her ankle, I think it was. But Beth Mead's quickly back on her feet again. She's a tough old cookie. It'll take more than that to keep her out of the game, won't it? She was just caught there. And it is going to be a free kick to England, which they've taken actually. But Japan have got a chance over on that far side. A shot comes in. Good defending again from Neve Charles, actually. She's had a decent game coming in. One of the newer players into the team. She's played well tonight, Neve Charles, a Chelsea defender. She just got a block in there. But it's going to be another corner to Japan. They must have had 7 or 8 corners. In fact, they've had 7 corners. Just come up. They've had 7 corners to England's 3. So they've certainly had more corners. But the scoreline that matters. It is England 3, Japan 0. And it has been a fairly comfortable win. Well, what's looking like it's going to be a comfortable win for England as we move into the last 10 minutes. It is another Japan corner from this far side. The right. It's going to be an in-swinger in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. There it comes in. England don't really deal with it, but it has come all the way across now to the near side. Opportunity for Japan to get the ball back into the box again. Again, it's a decent cross in. Only really half cleared by England, but that comes out to Lauren James. It was her powerful run that led to the 3rd goal. And she's going on another run again down that far side. This is really good play from James. She's a powerful runner with the ball, isn't she? And she's done well there, but she played the ball back to Charles, a Chelsea teammate. And now England just slowing it down again. But a great run there. Took the pressure off England there. She must have ran 40 yards with the ball. Powered her way past a couple of defenders. And moved England up the pitch. That was really good play there from James. She's not had the ball that much, but when she's had it, she's certainly made use of it well. And she did again there. Millie Bright now finds Rachel Daly on this near side, plays it into Kira Walsh. England now looking to see this game through, get the clean sheet, and maybe get another goal. Who knows? There's still time. Beth Mead now, she's still on. Beth Mead, is she going to get herself a goal to mark her 50th cap? She deserves a goal. She's had 50 fantastic games for England. It would be nice if she topped off a goal with this one. Terry says, to be fair, England have defended well so far. Yeah, we have. We defended well. I don't think Japan have really offered a massive threat going forward, have they? But yeah, everything we've had to deal with, we've dealt with well. The reason why Japan have had a lot of corners is because we've got blocks in and block crosses and stuff, haven't we? When we've needed to, which has been good. But we are now 8 minutes to play here. It is still England 3, Japan 0. It's been a good, solid England professional performance actually tonight. And we're coming forward again over on that far side, looking for another goal maybe. Ball played in behind to Ebony Sandwich. She can't get there, but she's won the corner. No, she hasn't, because again, the referee's given a free kick for minimal contact by an England player. At that time, it was Ebony Salmon. Was there any contact there? Well, she trips over her own feet, really, the Japanese defender there. That's not really a foul, is it? No wonder Ebony Salmon looks at play. Anyway, Ella Toon's coming off.
He's coming off.
Looks like Nikita Paris. Well done, Toonie, again. A great performance from her. She ran some miles in that game. She got herself a goal at the end as well. Lovely little finish from her. Brilliant play from Toonie. And she's now gone off. And Nikita Paris is on. Good to see Nikita Paris doing well at Manchester United as well this season. Didn't quite work for Arsenal, did it, for whatever reason. Never quite happened for her. She had one or two good moments playing for Arsenal, but didn't really work out the way I think any of us really hoped it would, unfortunately for her. But she seems to be doing a bit better at Manchester United. She's got a couple of goals already, and hopefully she can have a good season with them. But a slip at the back there from Morgan, and suddenly Japan have got a player over on the far side. Good defending again from Niamh Charles. She's done really well there. Again, it's another corner though to Japan. But again, really good defending that was there from Charles. She's certainly done herself no harm, has she? You know, the left back position for England it's not really a settled position, is it? You know, obviously Rachel Daly played there in the Euros, but obviously Alex Green was played there, Demi Stokes has played there, and that's maybe a position in the team that's maybe up for grabs, isn't it? And certainly Niamh Charles tonight has done herself a lot of favours trying to get that position there. England didn't deal with that corner particularly well. A shot came in, but it's gone wide, and there's a player down, actually, an England player down in the box, and it is Kira Walsh, but she's back up on her feet again, and don't really need any injuries, do we, actually, in these closing few moments. We didn't really deal with that corner particularly well. It came all the way across the box, actually. Walsh then just had a little knock on her knee, it seemed like, with one of the Japanese players, but she's fine now. And England have taken that goal kick, trying to play it out from the back. A nice little layoff there by Lauren James. In fact, it wasn't. It's gone to a Japanese player on the far side, but Lauren James wins it back. Brilliant play from her over on that far side.
I'm still going
but she's crowded out there, and Japan are coming forward. Again, Charles is across. Another good block from her. But it's going to be another corner to Japan. They've certainly dominated the corner count.
Oh, I've had a few. Was it 8 or 9 or something?
It'll be 9 now, won't it? Because it was 7 before. I've had 2 more. So they've had a lot of corners. Woo! Can I get a cross in now? Again, it's another good bit of defending from England. There's going to be another corner, so they've got 10 corners now. Terry says there that was terrible by the ref. And yeah, it was. Yeah, that wasn't a foul, was it? Oh, it's 11 corners for Japan, actually. I think there must be another one that we missed. They've had 11 corners to England's 3, but it doesn't matter because England have got all the goals in this game. Cross comes in now. Again, it's a good defensive header from Rachel Daly, I think it was. It's going to be, is that another corner or is it a throw this time to Japan over on this near side? Beth Mead there pulled out of that challenge. I think she felt she was going to give away a foul. England haven't really dealt with this one particularly. A cross comes in, the ball's inside the England penalty area. Kira Walsh is battling away for it, and England still can't get it away. It's still inside the penalty area, over on that far side. Japan looking to try to get a goal back here. That cross comes in, it's deflected off. Nikita Paris. Oh, Lauren Jones has done really well there. A lovely turn from her.
Strong, isn't she?
And the pass looking for Beth Mead wasn't quite so good though. A lovely pirouette it was there from Lauren James. But the ball wasn't great in the end of it, and Japan have picked up possession. We've got Janet in the chat there. Hello, good evening. I'm here. Yeah, you're doing good to see you. Hope you're well. It's been another good England performance tonight. We've got 4 minutes left of this game, and England are going to be racking up another victory. 25 matches unbeaten now under Serena, which has been a great run, hasn't it? And Japan's run of 13 matches unbeaten is going to come to an end, because you do imagine even if they do get a goal back with this attack now, it's going to be too late for them. A shot comes in from the edge of the box, blocked by Morgan. They've got another chance here. A shot comes in again from the edge of the box, straight at Mary Earps. Comfortable save again from the England goalkeeper. She's not had a lot to do tonight, but she's made a couple of saves now, and she's had a couple of corners to deal with. That was Hasegawa there with that effort from the edge of the box. 2 straight. And it was straight at the goalkeeper into her arm, nice and comfortable there. And Mary Earps
easy.
She's edging towards another clean sheet. Mary Earp. She's had quite a few of them this season for Manchester United as well, of course. Only letting those goals against Chelsea last week, the first goals that she'd conceded in the league this season. A lot of clean sheets for England as well, and she's almost there for another one now. 2.5 minutes of this game left for England to see out this victory. That ball's gone through there to Rachel Daly. Japan seem to have run out of ideas now, and England should just be able to see this game through. Millie Bright with a little bit of time on the edge of the penalty, plays it out to Rachel Daly. Also, loose ball from Daly, though, giving the ball away, and Japan now may get a chance that we've created for them almost. Ball played up this near side. That was poor play there from Daly, actually. A really sloppy ball that was. And Japan still have got a chance now. Has a go again on the edge of the box. Are they going to get a shot in now, Japan? This is a good run, a really good run. Inside the penalty area on this near side. Tries to get a cross in. It's going to be another corner to Japan. That was defending. That was by Charles again, actually, who's just defended so well tonight. England going to make 2 more substitutions now, very late in the day. It's going to be Georgia Stanway coming off. She's done okay tonight, hasn't she? In there, battled away. And it's going to be Katie Zellum, I think, is going to be one of the substitutes to come on, and Jess Park,
I think.
the other one, yeah. It is Jess Park coming on there for Georgia Stanway. And Katie Zellum is coming on as well, and it's Kira Walsh going off. Another solid performance from her, and these 2 latest substitutes are going to get a couple of minutes or so at the end of this game. It is a corner though to Japan, played in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. A header comes in. England don't really clear it away. Still Japan in possession on this near side, looking to get a cross in perhaps. Will they get a consolation goal and deny England that clean sheet? Comes into the edge of the 6-yard box, but Mary Earps is there again. Good hands from her, and that might be the last opportunity for Japan. I don't think them 2 substitutes are going to get a chance to touch the ball. We are into the final minute now, and again, there's not going to be a lot of stoppage time. You imagine a minute or so. There hasn't been any trainers on the pitch, has there? It's been the game's been pretty flowing. There's been a substitute, so you might get a minute or 2 at the most, I would imagine. There's not going to be much stoppage time at all, so maybe the subs won't even get a kick. There's 2 latest substitutes, Katie Zellum and Jess Park. Ebony Salmon's chasing this down, and she's done well. Ebony Salmon showed a lot of strength. She's got Beth Mead in support. Ebony Salmon, she's going to go for goal herself. Plays it across the goal. It's a goal. It is a goal, and it's Jess Park. She wasn't even going to get a touch, and she's got a goal. Wow, just as we reach the 2 minutes of stoppage time, Jess Park has got the goal.
Oh, it's gone past my prediction.
Her only touch of the game it's probably going to be.
Wow.
It was a good run actually from Ebony Salmon. Good strength she's shown. Won the ball over on this near side. She did really well, Ebony Salmon. And then she could have maybe gone for goal herself, but unselfishly squared it across the box. And there was Jess Park with her first touch.
Wow.
Able to roll the ball into the empty. This was really good play from Salmon.
She just went
showed real good strength and determination there to get that ball. And then she showed good, looked up as well, found Jess Park, and it was actually her second touch because she took a touch to steady herself. And then the second touch was to put the ball. Really good play from Salmon though.
Definitely.
So 2 assists for Ebony Salmon tonight, having come off the bench.
Wow.
So she'll be pleased with her contribution tonight. And it's another sub who's got that last goal, the 4th goal. Jess Park. That's her first England goal.
Wow.
Terry says 4-0. Indeed, it is 4-0.
4-0.
And fully deserved for England as well, because we have played well. We are now into the 2 minutes of stoppage time. So Beth Mead's 50th cap isn't going to produce a goal, you don't think now, unless we can get another one in these last few seconds that remain. It is a free kick though to Japan on this near side, just outside the England penalty area. Cross comes into the near post, it's flicked on, but England do get it away. Nikita Paris it is, manages to find Katie Zellum, plays the ball forward, looking for Beth Mead. It's overhit, it's going to go through to the goalkeeper. And we've almost now played the last few seconds of this game, have we? The Japanese goalkeeper there has taken her time. We have now reached the 2 minutes of stoppage time, and in fact the referee's got a whistle in her mouth, and there it goes. There is a full-time whistle. It has been here in Murcia. It is England 4, Japan 0. slightly more comfortable victory maybe than we assumed it was going to be. I say Japan were unbeaten in 13 games, but this England team are different level, aren't they? And they seem to be raising their level all the time. And, you know, a lot of players missing tonight, as we've said, a lot of injuries, but it didn't matter. England still had far too much quality for Japan, and in the end ran out 4-0 winners. It was Rachel Daly with the first goal in the 37th minute. Then early in the second half, Chloe Kelly got a great goal to make it 2-0. And then it was 2 later goals. It was Ella Tooney, deserved one actually, a good finish from her. And then substitute Jess Park just come on, got herself a goal in at the very end. And 2 assists and them last 2 goals for Ebony Salmon. Good performance from her when she came on. Lauren James made an impact as well when she came on. So it was a good night for the substitutes. And it was a good night for the England Lionesses again. And a good night for Serena. Another one. 25 games now unbeaten. 22 wins and 3 draws. What a great record. Serena, what a great manager she's proven to be. But also, well, you've got to say this is a really good group of players.
Definitely.
Really good group of players. And, you know, the squad depth as well now, the strength that we've got is incredible, isn't it? You know, there's players on the bench that would walk into a lot of other country sides, wouldn't they, that are in the World Cup next year. So it just goes to show the strength that we've got. And we're still missing some really key players, aren't we?
Yeah.
No Hempo tonight. She was injured.
No Bronze.
No Lucy Bronze.
No
we know Leah Williamson's out. So, you know, it's great, isn't it, that we can be missing these important players, key players, and still produce a performance like that, still win the game comfortably. And I say Japan are no mugs. They're a decent team. So that was a good performance tonight. Really good all-round display and a nice, comfortable win.
Well done.
Kate says they're pleased with that. Yeah, well, I think we're all pleased with that. It was a good performance, wasn't it? Really, really good from everybody. And yeah, I enjoyed that game. It was good. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I did. It was really good.
It was good, wasn't it? It was really good. Who would be your player of the match? Who would be your player of the match?
Oh, I don't know.
It's quite difficult, actually, isn't it?
Because they all played a
good
part.
They did play. They all played a good part, actually. I mean, you know, Beth Mead had 2 assists for the first 2 goals. Ebony Salmon had 2 assists for the second 2 goals. Tooney, actually, Tooney did play well. She worked hard, didn't she? She ran a lot. She covered the ground. She defended well. She got forward, got a goal.
But they all did really well.
Yeah, maybe Tooney's a good shout, actually. I mean, I thought Alicia Russo played well, but she should have scored, and she missed that big chance. But yeah, I think maybe Tooney would be a good shout, actually. I think she played well. I thought Neve Charles played well as well, actually.
Yeah, she did.
She defended well, looked solid, strong.
I mean, Millie always plays well.
Yeah.
You know.
We wasn't put under massive pressure defensively, but we did what we had to do, didn't we? And I thought, I thought Neve Charles played well. So there were some good performances there. Overall, everybody had a decent game. Everyone contributed to the win, and yeah, it's good to rack up a good victory, isn't it? 4-0 is nice after that last game.
Good score,
finished 0-0. It's nice to get some goals tonight, and that was a good performance. And yeah, it was decent. But yeah, I think maybe Tooney perhaps player of the match because she did
well, I think, and she got a goal as well.
She worked so hard. She was finding some real good space on the pitch, and she used the ball well and got herself a goal. So yeah, that was good. Terry says there never watch England's men's team, but love watching the Lionesses. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
definitely. Totally agree.
I must admit the women's team are a million times better to watch than the England men's team, aren't they? Especially with the current managers of each team. You can see the contrast, can't you? England.
I just think they're much better.
Yeah, the Lionesses have got a better team, and they've got a manager who wants to play on the front foot and wants to attack and play good football. Whereas you've got England manager, the men's team, who, we've got good players in the men's team. There's no doubt about that. But you've got a manager who's very defensively minded, doesn't want to take risks, and you can see in the football. And I agree with 100%. I don't really like watching the England men's team at all. So yeah, the Lionesses are a joy to watch.
Oh, definitely.
Janet says there. When's the next game? The next game's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm sure it's Norway.
Norway. Norway.
It is Norway on Tuesday, isn't it? I think it's.
I think it's 6:15. Is it 6:15? Is that just I read something.
Let's just have a look. England, Norway. Let's see when the kickoff is. It is on Tuesday. It is against Norway.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Let's have a look.
I thought I saw 6:15 or something like that.
It's at the same ground. It's 7 o'clock again.
Oh, it's 7, is it?
7 o'clock kickoff on Tuesday. Yeah. So we'll be covering that game as well. Of course, last time we played Norway, it was quite good, wasn't it? Yeah. Because we beat them 8-0, if you remember, in the Euros. So that wouldn't be so bad, would it, if we repeated that again?
Lots of goals, that'll be good.
Mika's in the chat there, says, love listening from the US, subscribe for more future watch-alongs. Fun. No, thank you very much. Good to see you in the US as well. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. So yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday for the England Lionesses. We'll also, of course, we'll be back tomorrow for the Arsenal men, playing against Wolves, of course, the last game before the break. A win, of course, for Arsenal tomorrow means we'll be top at Christmas. I know it seems strange to say that when it's only the middle of November, but ultimately,
before you know it,
if we win tomorrow, we will be top at Christmas. So that'll be nice. We look forward to that. Tomorrow, that game kicks off. It's a late game. It kicks off at 7:45 actually on a Saturday evening, which is a strange one, isn't it? But we'll be bringing the coverage of that game tomorrow. Amy's in the chat there, says Austin, Texas fan, says go Lionesses. Oh, we've got some more Americans in. Good, good that you Americans are supporting the Lionesses as well, which is good to see. Good to have you on board. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe as well. Loads of great stuff coming up on the channel. I say tomorrow, 7:30, we'll be live for the Arsenal men against Wolves. Monday, it will be the Arsenal review. We'll be looking back on the Wolves game, looking back on the defeat against Brighton in the Carabao Cup as well. And discussing the break that's coming up as well, of course, with no games in the Premier League until Boxing Day after this weekend. So,
what are you going to do?
We've got a lot of stuff coming up. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. So, yeah, that'll be on Monday night. Tuesday, I say we're covering the Lionesses game against Norway. We'll be going live at about 7:45 again for full coverage of that one. So that's going to be good. Then Wednesday, Melvin's back for Highbury Matters. His latest show in that series. That's going to be good. He's got a special guest, Terry, not our Terry, a different Terry, who's coming in to give some great Highbury memories from the mid-1970s. That's been roughly now, aren't we? So that's going to be really good. That's 8:00 on Wednesday. On Thursday, at the moment, we're probably going to be having the Arsenal Social Extra show with Adam and Steve. We need to confirm that, but that's when that will be on Thursday. We need to try and find a time to get the women's show in as well, the Arsenal women's show. But we'll have to find out when we can do that. We can't do it next Friday because Andreas is flying to London for the game on Saturday, the Manchester United game. So we'll see when we can fit that in. And maybe Friday we might do our first World Cup memory show, maybe Friday instead, when we can look back at Argentina 78. So loads of great stuff coming up on the channel. So please stay with us for all of that. Amy says they're a huge Dash fan. Wish Daly was with us still. But her future is in Britain for sure. Yeah, of course, she's just obviously was at Houston Dash, wasn't she? But then come back to England again for Aston Villa. She's doing well, isn't she?
Oh,
she's already got 4 goals in the WSL and a goal tonight. But yeah, there's a few. Obviously, Lucy Bronze has played in America as well, hasn't she? A few of our players have played in the States, haven't they, in recent years? And yeah, they seem to have come back to England, haven't they? So. But yeah, it's good to have you on board, and it's nice that you're still a big fan of Rachel, even though she's left your club now and come back to England. But she's a great player, isn't she? We know how good she is, and she got a good goal tonight, didn't she? So that was nice, and that opened up the floodgates. Really, it was quite tight until then, wasn't it? It could have gone either way, maybe. Difficult decision. Emily Salmon as well, of course, yeah, another one. Katie says, great stream as always. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, as well. Good that you've been enjoying what we do here. And I say lots of great stuff coming up for you as well. So we will be covering the England game on Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be another 8-0 would be nice, wouldn't it, against Norway? Because we like playing them, don't we? But I'm sure it won't be quite as comfortable as that this time. But it doesn't matter, does it? We'll take a victory again. Another good performance from the Lionesses tonight. And yeah, it has been good. It has been good watching how this team's progressed under Serena over the last sort of year or so, hasn't it? It's been really good to see, how we've gone from being a good team, reaching semi-finals and whatever to go into that next level now. And now we look as though, the World Cup next year, if we can get everybody fit, we'll have a hell of a chance, won't we, of going all the way, and winning that. I mean, when Serena was at Holland, she won the Euros and then got to the final, didn't she, of the last World Cup and lost to America. This time, can Serena go one better and do the double? And certainly with this squad of players, you have to say we're going to have a hell of a chance, aren't we? You know, look at the impact the substitutes made tonight. You know, and some of these are young players that they've got another 9-10 months, haven't they, until the World Cup. They'll develop and improve and play a few more games, and who knows? You know, we have a real chance, and I've got 100% trust in this manager as well to be able to, you know, get the best out of the team when it really matters as well in the tournament. So lots to look forward to from the Lionesses, I think, over the next few years as this team grows and develops. And, you know, they're getting better and better, aren't they? The depth of the squad is just amazing, really. And I say a lot of players still to come back from injury. So it's looking good, isn't it? It is looking good. Amy says, see you on Tuesday. Yeah, we'll look forward to that. Good to see you again. Mark says here, now team beat England 24 unbeaten Lionesses is best. Yeah, exactly. I think it might be 25 now, actually. I think it was 24. Was it 24 before or 23? I did write it down. I did write it down. What was it? Yeah, we were 24 unbeaten, so it's 25 now, actually. It was 24 before. So, I mean, 25 games unbeaten is incredible. When you think there's been a complete tournament in that period as well, it makes it even better, doesn't it? You know, so, yeah, things looking good. Sometimes I keep thinking to myself, you know, if we were still unbeaten before the start of the World Cup, I mean, would it maybe be better to not have that pressure as well of being this long unbeaten run going into a World Cup, or would we be better maybe losing a game and starting again? But then momentum's important as well, isn't it? So ultimately, let's just win the games. If we can win every single game that we play, then that'll be the best thing, wouldn't it? But it's not as easy as that in football, is it, sometimes? But certainly at the moment, this England team, look, there's not many teams now no one's going to fancy playing against us either when it comes to the World Cup. You know, we'll be massive favourites, I think, in that tournament now. You've got to think America aren't as strong as they were. We've seen them lose. They lost last night this morning, didn't they, to Germany? They lost to Spain. We beat them recently. You know, they're not quite as good as they were. You look around some of the other teams and you think, who have we got to fear? I don't think we've got anybody to fear. Yeah. They're going to be fearing us, aren't they? So, I think it's a good time for English women's football, isn't it? It's a good time for the England national team, and it's a good time for women's football in this country in general, isn't it? The WSL's flying at the minute. The quality of the football is amazing. The crowds are, you know, there's record crowds every single weekend at the moment. Games are being played at the big stadium. People are turning up to watch. It's just brilliant, isn't it? And yeah, what a time for women's football it is, and it's going to get better and better and bigger, isn't it? And hopefully all you guys will be enjoying it as well. Mark says, sorry, 25 unbeaten. Yeah, the best team. Good coach. Well, fantastic coach, let's be honest. I mean, I think Serena is a brilliant coach. You know, she seems to be able to keep the players calm, get the best out of them. And she's very tactically, she's great as well. She knows when to make changes. She knows what changes to make. You know, she's won us games. You look at them Euros, some of those games, you know, the Spain game, for example, the final against Germany, where it could easily have gone against us when they scored. You know, she keeps calm. She makes the right changes at the right time. And, yeah, what more could you want? And the fact is, as well, as we've said, we've got great players all through this team. Great players. And you're not going to win anything, are you, without great players as well? And we're fortunate at the moment that we've got this group of players together all at the same time. And it's great to see, isn't it? And I say a few more knocking on the door as well that are going to be pushing for a place in that World Cup, aren't they? So it is a great time for English women's football, and let's enjoy it, because these things don't come around too often, do they? So we need to make the most of it while we can. And it's great watching this team, and I totally agree with what Terry said before. I'd rather watch the England women and the men all day long. I really would. And you know, we've had an opportunity to watch them tonight and Tuesday as well before the World Cup actually starts. Terry says Serena has taken England up a few levels in the short time she's been managing World Cup. No, exactly, she has. But we knew what she was like. I mean, I say she won the Euros with Holland. She got Holland to the World Cup final. That's a top coach, isn't it? And we knew what we were getting with her. But what she's done as in I say a year or just over a year, isn't it? She's been in charge. Has been incredible, absolutely incredible what she's done. And hopefully there's still more to come, because you know the Euros was great and we loved it and it was fantastic and it was brilliant to win that. But to win the World Cup, that's different level, isn't it? Altogether, you know, that's something else, and that's the next aim, isn't it? Next target, and why not? I say I don't fear anyone. I don't fear whoever we play. I think we can win at this moment in time with this group of players. So let's see. It's a long way, a long tournament, still a long way to wait for it to start, even, isn't it? But at this moment in time, everything's going brilliant for England. It's another good performance tonight and another 4-0 win. That's not too bad, is it? So brilliant stuff. And hopefully, I say Tuesday against Norway, we can get another good victory. And then obviously that'll be the end of the internationals for this year, won't it? What a year 2022's been for this England national team. And I say for women's football as a whole, let's be honest, you know, from our point of view, from England point of view, it's been brilliant. But look at the progress in women's football in general this year. It's been brilliant. So, and it's just going to grow and get better and better, isn't it? So that's been that for tonight. And thank you very much to everybody for watching tonight, for all your comments as well. And our new friends in America as well. Good to see you. Hopefully we will see you Tuesday as well if you come back for some more England Lionesses action with us. And I say if you are around tomorrow at 7:30, we'll be going live obviously for the Arsenal men playing Wolves in the final game before this long break, which shouldn't be happening, but it is. So we're going to have to deal with it. But yeah, that's tomorrow at 7:30. For Arsenal against Wolves, which we're going to really enjoy. And that's going to be a great game as well. So please join us for that. Please like and share before you go.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, exactly. And yeah, have you enjoyed the game?
Yes, we have.
It was good, wasn't it? It was a really good game, a good performance. Some good goals as well, actually. That's what I enjoyed. Some of the really good finishes. Chloe Kelly's finish was good. And it was nice to see young Jess Park get a goal right at the end as well. She enjoyed that. Big smile on her face. And Tony.
What can you want? Just coming on and scoring.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Brilliant stuff. So that's it. So thank you very much everyone for watching. We will see you. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 for the Arsenal game against Wolves. And loads of great stuff coming up in next week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, you Lionesses. Well done, England. 4-0. Good stuff. We will see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Ta-ra.